So,
Ooh,
what's up?
Not much. Not much.
going well.
How you guys doing tonight?
Doing pretty good.
We are having tornadic weather here in Alabama, so good times.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah,
I know you missed that, Schaefer.
brings me back. Yeah.
We were having fantastic weather in Virginia today. It got up to 70.
Nice.
Unfortunately, it goes down to 40 tomorrow.
Yeah, it was pretty warm here today, but it's been overcast all day, and now the cold front's coming through.
Oh, okay.
Well, hello there. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yep.
All right.
Is everybody in? The ceremony's about to begin.
Yeah.
7 of us?
I think we got almost everyone.
Let's see.
Is Robert here?
Hello.
Hi. Nice to hear your voice, my friend. Oh, wait, that wasn't Robert.
Yeah, I don't think that. I think that's someone else.
Default profile picture.
Ah, yeah.
It is literally everybody but Robert. So,
That's okay.
So what should I pick for my languages? Please help.
what
Yeah,
now?
that was me.
Languages.
I get one bonus language from archaeologists, and what else?
I mean, there's no reason to like jump right to the languages. I don't think we're going to be doing a lot with languages today. So,
Yeah, I
Like
didn't
if-
bother picking my extra languages yet.
Huh.
I mean, there he is.
Hey,
Testing.
Robert.
3. Hey.
Loud and clear.
Okay, this is everybody, I believe. 6 players, 2
Sweet.
DMs.
Yep.
And a partridge in a pear tree. Alrighty.
Well, I guess-
Excellent.
Without further ado, we can begin if everybody's ready.
I am indeed.
Yeah,
Right, so
I'm
you-
ready.
Is everybody in the? Except me. I'm not. I'm totally not. In the session log.
The session log.
Yes,
The text channel up in the top left of
the
your
text
Discord.
channel.
Oh.
Yeah.
Aye.
All right. I'm there. Hello.
All right. So each of you
Oh,
received
dear.
this letter, and presumably have chosen to respond to it and meet the individual at the mentioned location.
Okay.
So I was just gonna do let everybody do a quick character intro by having their saying, this is my character at home or wherever they would be going to the tavern, any preparations they would make, anything you want to tell about your character. Just
The clarification is we're not students yet at this point.
you're not students yet.
Okay.
You're basically in the application process.
This is the entrance exam, so to speak, and even though each of you is potentially from a completely different world and possibly different planes, when this inn that you've never really seen or been familiar with is like located fairly close to where you're at.
This is effectively the interdimensional version of the college road trip movies. You're on a college visit from across
welcome,
the
chat.
multiverse.
Hope you guys are doing well. I'm gonna be
course I
doing
am.
push to
I wouldn't be
talk,
anywhere
so
else.
I'll try to talk to you guys when I'm able to.
Exactly so, with frequent plane walking coupons included in the journey.
All right, who's first?
Yeah, sweet gas station sandwiches. I love it.
Yeah.
Yo,
Watch
thank
out
you
for
for
the
the follow.
Spaceball special.
All right. I guess I'll start. I figure this is like alternate reality version. I play the same character because I don't have that much imagination. Selwyn's just me with better hair.
So I do that. I've had about Go ahead.
So
Yeah.
I figure he arrives at this place. He wants to please his father. His father's a great magician, and Selwyn's kind of a nose picker and likes to go out and pick flowers and stuff.
I'll change that.
So let's see.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, he goes to this pub to meet Isabel of Strixhaven.
Professional streamer.
How familiar am I with this person? Is he a well-known personage?
Oh no, this is not somebody that you've ever met before.
Okay, that would make sense.
So this is a very mysterious missive, but it kind of you're like, There is a picture of the tavern.
Nice.
As you approach it.
Okay.
And if you are done, next person.
I'll try to show the picture of the tavern.
Here is the interior of the tavern.
Ooh.
Joseph, we're just talking about the trip. My character receives the note, and he's completely baffled by the instructions. Has no clues to what they mean. So he just goes out to the street, turns left, and starts walking down the road. And when he gets to the end of it, he looks for a tavern. Is surprised to find one. So he just walks in to take a look around.
Today I'm playing a pixie.
Alrighty.
All right. When my character receives the invitation, they dismiss it, promptly forget about it, and around the day before, finally notices that the word Strixhaven on there, and finally jumping at the chance at the prospect of anything connected with this university, they flurry and put their pack together, and
Thanks, guys.
basically with very with minimalist preparation, go to
Yeah, I'm joining
the
in as a
tavern.
player. We're doing Strixhaven.
This
5e.
Alan is nervous and flighty, and actually is ashamed of their arms. They hide their arms under their wings most of the time.
All right.
And
next.
that's it for this one.
Okay. 3 out of 6.
My character would receive the letter and read it over and promptly start panicking, talking about how bullshit it is because dad wants to send him away, no doubt, to some kind of privy college. He ain't got time for this. He wants to drink brews with the boys in the Legion, He doesn't want to go into some kind of nerd college hold. Like, what's going on here? So no doubt he was probably shoved out the door by his parents to go and do this, and now he's on some kind of road trip to some foreign college that he doesn't want to be a part of.
There we go. Damn, Skippy.
Awesome.
I'll go next. So my character is a small little pixie named Zephyr, and he received his invitation. I'm guessing in a well-timed manner, living out in the Feywilds. He's done a little bit of exploring as he's curious, and but one day he gets home and finds that letter, and he gets really excited, but nervous. So he goes to the tavern early, like days early, just to scout it out. And every now and then he'll just peer through the window, looking inside, and he'll just, I guess, be a snoop for the next couple days until it's time to actually get inside and figure out who I'm meeting.
Very nice, very nice.
That's me, guys.
All right, am I last?
You were last.
Go for it.
This is a little more convoluted than some of yours, but so I do love my convoluted backstories.
We expect nothing less.
Anyways,
as long
a guy
as it's not
walks
18
in.
pages.
No, we did have a guy that did a fucking 18-page backstory.
Oh Lord, I remember you telling me about that guy. Yeah.
The novella. Yes. No, I'll keep it as brief as possible. But anyway, a guy walks in a duster. You notice he's a little bit short, maybe 5'4" or something. He takes a seat at a table, takes his boots off, and you see he has 3-inch heels on him. But anyways, he's telling anybody who will listen. So yeah, I don't know how the hell I got. My mother was a druid. She got knocked up. The guy that knocked her up was a wizard of some sort. I guess some kind of planeswalker. Anyway, but ever since then, we just had shit luck as a people. Just my mother, myself, anybody even connected to us. The bad luck ran off on them. There's one exception to that, though. Real lucky in cards, kind of lucky in dice. Anyways, the bad luck got my mother kicked out of the village, right? And anyways, a mammoth shows up one night and just absolutely fucking wrecks shop. Knocks down every fucking store, every house in the entire place. And we're out of the village, but they still blame us. And they're going after my mother, right? And anyway, she turns into a condor, right? And they shot her down. But as she's falling, she turned me into a sparrow, and I was able to fly off. And ever since that time, I've just been kind of living in the woods, right outside of human civilization. And that's when I learned to gamble. Saw a group of men playing cards, and I begged to join with my 3 copper pieces. They humor me. I'm still a kid. I absolutely run the fucking table. Kick the dog shit out of me. Hand after hand after hand. They assume I'm cheating, so they run me off, right? Ever since then, I've just been kind of hopping trains, just sort of riding on boxcars, living in the woods. One day, this guy that seemed a little too clean to be a hobo, basically, gets on with me. We play, and he pulls out a deck of cards, and first time that I've ever fucking lost with any regularity in my life, just absolutely runs the fucking table on me, beats me hand after hand. Tells me to look outside. I look outside, right, through the boxcar door. Never seen this part of the place before, even though I've been on this train. And I turn around, the guy hands me a letter. I open it. I saw what I think you guys saw. Says good luck and shoves me off the fucking train. Ass over tea kettle. And, yeah, follow the directions of the tavern. It's right here. How was your day?
This guy just got coerced by the mobsters to go to school.
Yeah, sometimes destiny is thrust upon you, or sometimes it's an outfit of a very angry mafiosi that want to make sure they get a return on their investment. You never can be quite sure what life's going to do.
Very true.
If you're Mike Price, you're caught thrusting into destiny.
Never can tell. Never can tell.
All right.
So we're all waiting inside the tavern right now?
That you are.
Okay.
And would this be about the time that Isabeau reveals herself?
No, the old man shows up. The drunk.
Ah. Aha!
You want me to do that?
No, if
You
you
got it?
like, I mean, if you like, I mean, we're partners. I'm happy
Yeah,
divvying that up another way.
Okay. Yeah, the tavern, other than the 6 of you, is empty except for the bartender who, kind of keeps to himself, gruff, quiet, serves you whatever you ask for. And in walks an old man. Smelly, gross, very unclean.
And I believe you sent me a. Oh, there it is. Yep. Definitely the
That's the old man.
the neighborhood drunk that's been rooted in that chair and growing moss for a couple of years. Always in, always having a little too much.
Yeah, so this guy comes in, and no sooner is he in the door than the bartender's like, nope, you out of here. You don't have any money. I know you. Get out. You're not welcome here.
So looking at the guy, he probably looks like some druids I've passed in the recent times. I offer to pick up his tab for the evening.
That's very kind, sir. Very kind. Very kind. Robert, you do better.
No worries. Okay, I'll
Voice is in me.
I'll wanna tap in. Alrighty. You're very kind, young whippersnapper. I take a pint of the finest house ale. At which point the bartender
For a
probably
second, it's like, well, I can't afford the finest house ale. Like, get him whatever the equivalent of a fucking PBR is in this land.
The bartender looks straight at you, sighs heavily, and says, "Don't worry. When he says the finest house ale, he just wants whatever's on tap and closest to his hands."
Fair enough.
And with that, a frothy mug of ale is slid down the bar, and the dirty old man with surprising speed and agility snaps it right off the bar table and starts guzzling. He is a professional at this particular act. That was most refreshing. You're a good lad, Well, I haven't seen the likes of you lot in this part. Fresh come from the plains, have we?
He's addressing the group as a whole. Are we all together at this moment?
Oh, I didn't come from the plains. I came from an island, actually.
Yeah, you at this point you all have, as I know, some of you were looking around the place, some of you had already entered, but by this point I think everybody's now in the bar area. Maybe not sitting together, but it's pretty early in the business day. It's basically you guys, the bartender, and
so he's just kind of idly addressing all of us, is what's going on.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Oh yes.
I want to see, because we've all received this physical letter. Is there a way of quietly seeing who has something in their hands if it's visible.
Absolutely. If you were anybody that wants to make perhaps a perception check.
Okay, how
I'm
do we
just
do?
nodding my head at nervously at what's going on.
Well,
Now,
the guy said something about, why are you here? Is that correct? Did I understand that correctly?
Oh yes, in his old timey drunken dialect, he did ask, "What brings everybody here? You all must be new. He hasn't seen you all around, and he's here all the time."
I let her and just flat out show the guy. Like, do you know anything about this?
Now, whoever's making the perception roll, that's a 20-sided die. Add your wisdom modifier, and if you're proficient with perception, add your proficiency bonus. But as far as Cass's letter, that's an auto success for that one. But if you want to roll to see if you can see anyone else's letters, go right on ahead.
Well, I'll notice that he's got the letter in his hand at least, but I won't make a check for anybody else.
Okay. Well, as
you can just to. Oh, there it goes. Yeah. Perfect.
Sweet.
Good job.
Oh, damn it!
D&D bot for the win. Okay.
Okay, I'm proficient in perception, but my wisdom is only 11.
That means you'll get your proficiency bonus added to the roll, but there'll be no bonus or penalty from your wisdom score.
Yeah. Okay, so 0, I guess. So straight up 13, I suppose.
Alrighty. If anybody is actively hiding their letter, you're welcome to make a deception check to see if you can keep it hidden. But otherwise, that's a reasonable score to see anybody that happens to be holding a letter in their hands.
I mean, what if on the off chance? I mean, it's in our backpack or something.
Well,
I was thinking the same thing.
Right. If it's in the pack, probably that's not going to catch it. If anyone's got it in their hands, it's going to be visible. But in any case, all of you are able to see the one that the druid passed over to the old drunk.
Hey, I did it.
Yeah, I'm basically probably sitting on a table, probably like beside a cup, and I have I guess a pixie-sized letter that I'm just hugging to myself.
Okay.
Very small.
My beak reaches into my pack and produces a letter. No anything about this?
You see here. I see. Well, aren't you all the popular types? Well, welcome to the outer reaches of Strixhaven. Looks like you all are here for an entrance exam. While you're waiting for your sponsor to come over, maybe you might be interested in a little side project or something to occupy your minds while you're waiting for all the joys of academia to come to you. As it happens, I might be able to help you find a bit of excitement and adventure. As it happens, I have this map here, and he starts patting his very dust and mold covered robes, pulls out a scroll, and says, here it is. For a small price, I can sell you this map right here. There's rumors, you see, of a treasure. If y'all are going to be sticking around here, well, you're gonna need a little help with tuition after all. And besides, a little last hurrah before you go straight into school. What do you say?
Zephyr will look around to see what other people are doing.
I buy a drink for the guy, but my feathers bristle at the word sponsor. Don't like the sound of that.
Okay.
What
Hey.
am I waiting for?
Do you ask him that directly? Or is
I
that more of
mutter
a
to myself audibly.
Gotcha. Well, as you signal the bartender to give him another round, a second cup arrives, and he catches it with the same speed and agility he did the first. He begins just hammering down one, slamming it to the bar, and just chugging the other, slamming the now empty mug to the bar. I knew you were good lads. I'll tell you what, I'll give this to you for a bargain price. Yep. If you can buy me a keg, we've got a deal.
All right. So what's the role or skill to see if somebody's bullshitting you?
That is insight.
Insight. Okay.
Oh, yes.
Bot. Let me do that. Bot. Roll.
I have relatively good insight as well. I would like to see if maybe I pick up on something.
19 insight.
Holy Hannah.
Oh, I know. Skill checks. When it comes to hitting stuff, fuck it, I'll fail every time.
Well, we've all been there. We've all been there.
Right?
I am not proficient in insight. I guess I'm asking the bartender how much is for a keg.
Bartender looks at that drunk with just a look of utter, oh, come on. He says, well, for what this guy's drinking, keg will run you maybe 5 silvers.
Oh, that sounds cheap.
He drinks the piss poor shit. He likes the cheap stuff.
5 silver, I'll just
Thank
ignore
goodness.
whatever the result of my perception roll is. 5 silver is not a lot.
Well, I just shake my head watching these guys because I'm remembering my introduction into military training. This sounds an awful lot like a snipe hunt to me.
Bro, if anyone's gonna buy a keg, I want a drink of it.
Alrighty. So now I see some rolls here. 17 and 19. Those are the insight checks.
Yeah, insight. Yeah.
Insight, and I have a +6 to insight. I double stacked it.
Oh, very nice.
If you use the Dice Maiden, you can do.
Oh,
You can
dice.
add the.
You can add that.
I thought that was a person. Okay, alrighty. Shit.
Oh, here I show my stupidity here because I actually don't know how to do that in Discord. You just type.
No worries.
If you press /, it should pull up a menu of options, and the first option is /R
Oh.
or Dice Maiden, at which point you type 1d20, and you said you have +6.
I had +6, so I
Yes.
had 23 total.
So you type 1d20 +6 on the Dice Maiden, and boom.
All right. And then I'm gonna roll to see if this guy meets or beats your insight. And what would you say that his that the old drunk's modifier for deception would be? Seems like a
pretty
schmarmy
drunk.
sort. Yeah, he is
I think
pretty drunk.
He gets at least -3 for the beers.
Yeah, because he's already down 2, and he sounds like he's been celebrating the opening of a mailbox on a regular basis on days that end in Y. So yeah,
And deception is charisma, correct? Or is
yes. Yeah, deception is charisma.
Yeah, so I'm
Every old
thinking he
drunk
gets
I ever met was fantastic at deception, but I'll take a -3.
All right, here we go. Oh yeah, yeah. This guy is he's hiding something. Mostly he wants to get the beer out of you, but you can tell that the map is a legitimate map. It's not a fake place. It's a real place. He's telling the truth about rumors of gold. That said, he's more concerned with getting beer than he is with the rumors. He himself doesn't really seem to believe the rumors all that much. But he's hoping it can get him some beer. And you get the impression that he may have been waiting for you.
Oh, I trust this man implicitly.
And
gamers.
why shouldn't you trust?
Oh, he just wants like a
drunken
drink.
old
I mean, we
man?
all want drinks.
Yeah, I don't
Early
mind.
in an adventure, you kind of just got to
don't mind
go with
dropping
whatever
5
the
silver on this
introduction
guy.
is. So yeah, I'll
Right. I respect that. All right. So, and one of you said you wanted to try a drink of this keg.
Oh, keg, count me in.
All right. I'm gonna need you to make a Constitution save for me because when the bartender said it's the cheap crap, it's the bad cheap crap.
Oh, I did not purchase it, so I'm not doing it.
So anybody that wants to take a swig of the still very very green looking fluid inside this keg, make me a Constitution saving throw. That's again a 1d20 roll, plus your Constitution bonus. And if your character class gives you proficiency, then you would add that proficiency bonus. Oh my stars and garters!
I know it's a bad idea, but my character absolutely would fucking drink the greens. Will so here we go.
I think it's appropriate we begin a college road trip game with people getting plastered. I think this is appropriate.
Yes.
Okay, you're right. I can't.
Syntax is 1d20 plus my Constitution bonus, no spaces.
That should be correct. Okay, nice. I do like the beer stein. That is an excellent photograph.
So with 12 con, it would be 1d20 plus 1.
Absolutely. Holy mackerel!
Oh, I'm sorry. Deduct 2 from that. My apologies. 23.
That's still wow. Okay. Well, let's see here. Selwyn Lost Blood, you are gonna have to make a run for the door and promptly empty the contents of your stomach outside.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
only through your mouth.
I make no promises. And
Myself.
and so let's see here. Oh wow. Yeah, y'all is also going to have to follow suit, and that the two of you will probably be racing each other, trying to elbow each other out the door as your shoulders get you both stuck in the door frame. And let's see here. All right, Selkney with a total con save of 23. You down it. It's not the best tasting thing you've ever had, but you keep it down. See, yeah, you've had much better. You haven't had many that were worse, but you've had a lot better.
What am I drinking this out of? A tankard?
Yes, absolutely.
We talking about metal? Or are we talking about wood?
They actually posted a picture of it.
Yeah, there's a
silver-
really
Yeah,
nice.
it's good.
Really nice,
Yeah, okay.
pure-
You know,
pure
I
silver.
tend to smash it against my head. Yeah, like I'm crushing a can.
Full on frat boy. Full on frat boy. All right. Okay.
Duckies.
And with that, the old man cackles. That's how an adventure begins, boys. First, it always starts in the bar. Then, after the cheap swill, you go out and meet your destiny. Why, when I was a young whippersnapper, and he proceeds to start going on and on about his own tall tales and adventures. And at this point, you all are welcome to either humor him and listen, interrupt him and ask him additional questions, or simply quietly pay the tab and leave because he's probably not going to notice you're gone. He's already that tipsy. So any interactions or questions you have for him or the barkeep, now's your time.
I'd like to ask the bartender what he knows about this guy.
What? This old guy. He's harmless. He's literally here every day to try and soak up something, and I mean soak it. This guy will drink anything that you put in front of him, that spills in front of him. Seriously, one time, never mind, you don't want to know. But he's harmless.
He seems like quite the hardy type.
With the quantity and quality he's been downing over the last couple of years, guy's got to have a liver made out of pure titanium, maybe laced with mithril.
Whoa!
I tell you.
So I have a question about one of my spells. Find familiar.
Okay.
So I got that, even though I'm not a wizard, I got that off of the. When I chose my school, it offered me one wizard spell or one druid spell. Sounded like you could take a wizard spell even if you're a druid.
Absolutely
That
true.
was my reading of the text. I
Absolutely
chose Find Familiar. I'd like to go to the bathroom and summon a rat. The rat's name is Dominic.
Hang on, just as a player question here, being that we're not part of the college yet, do we have access to these spells yet?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
That's a good question, honestly, and that's something I brought up before, and he was just like, "Go ahead and pick them."
In the spirit of you all are being scouted because of natural aptitudes, we'll say you have access to those.
Oh, this brings up a whole new layer of lore to our characters.
I am in full lockstep with my brother DM.
We can just rule of cool it. I want to have the rat fucking climb up his stool and kind of see. You said he's wasted.
Oh yeah.
I assume it'd be easier to pickpocket a drunk than.
Oh, immensely! I would give you full advantage on that. Roll twice, keep the high roll.
All right. I don't necessarily want to steal anything. I just want to see if the rat can poke around in his pocket, see if he has anything interesting.
Okay. If you want to go ahead, if you want to roll sleight of hand for the rat.
Okay, let me look up a rat's. This is going to be the annoying part of Druid.
The animals.
I gotta fucking look up the statistics every time I do some shit like this.
No worries, no worries, and that is also the nice part about having multiple dungeon masters on hand. We often have a great love of having our books out.
For the sake of brevity, let's call it an auto score.
Because he's drunk as he's drunk as a skunk. So yeah, the rat.
He has like jack shit in his pockets.
Yeah, I mean he barely has pockets. They're falling apart. The clothes he's wearing, I use the word clothes incredibly loosely. I mean you can see the picture there. The man's basically being held together, ironically, by the very rot and mold that's ripping his clothing apart. He has nothing at all besides the scroll, and even the rat is communicating empathically through your familiar bond that he would like to bathe after digging around this guy's clothing.
I'd like to point out that I am a hobo, so like this rat is probably pretty used to like skunky fucking
and that should tell you when the rat starts going.
Oh god.
And with that final squeal and hiss, he seems to be using his little forepaws to pat his nose as though trying to get something foul off of it, and hides up in your hair.
All right. I have him crawl back into my sleeve and forget it ever happened.
You get the distinct empathic impression through your familiar bond that he wishes he could forget it too.
Yeah.
All right. And yeah, at this point, the old guy has literally fallen off his stool while trying to embrace the keg.
Yeah.
So at this point, you all probably want to take a look and see if this map is real. You got it pretty cheaply, but there's the possibility of quite a bit of gold if that old man's stories are to be believed.
I like to think that I might be the one closest to him, and if so, I would like to pick up the map.
Absolutely.
I would like to look at said map. I kind of hold it, maybe far away from myself as I'm pretending to look important while reading it.
All right. And now it's pretty straightforward type of map. It indicates the directions on how to find the entrance to a cavernous location. And if you read this map aright, there be gold in them thar hills.
Bro, there's like gold in them hills.
Mm-hmm.
Or cliffs.
So I kind of look over our friend holding the map's shoulder. Is there any sort of indication of is it like a treasure chest of gold? Does it indicate that there's like a mining operation? Is there anything on the map that tells us what the gold?
How detailed is this? Is
Like,
it literally just saying
yeah,
gold is
um,
here?
It shows a path through some nearby foothills to a cliff.
All right, let's see if we can do
And
something.
the cave is halfway down that cliff on the seaside and is simply labeled Gorguldan's Gauntlet.
Now, if anybody wants to perhaps make a history check to see if that name rings a bell, maybe even in your respective homes, the name of this famed location might have reached you.
What's the syntax for rolling with bonuses?
What you do is you use the /roll command to access the bot, and then you want to write 1d20 and then plus your intelligence modifier, since this is basically a memory check. See if your memory if you jog the memory of having heard that name before.
Would history
I do
help?
not have it as a skill.
Oh, that's
That's
not
right.
correct. It should be plus
I'll roll
3.
it.
You could also do just a straight intelligence check, just d20 plus your intelligence modifier.
This probably would not be anything that anybody had heard.
Fair enough.
That
So
would be very
19.
helpful.
All right. This is. Look at my notes here. All right. With the 19, the name sounds familiar. You
I
seem to
also
remember.
have cartographers tools, if that would help.
That would help you certainly in reading the map and getting you all to the location very rapidly. But with the 19 intelligence check, the name sounds vaguely familiar. You seem to remember a story about some being gathering a huge hoard of gold, just like coins and weapons, armor, jewels, but not any other real details there.
Can we have a spelling of the name?
Absolutely. Let me make sure I
got
spell
it.
it properly. Oh, will do.
Let's look through the spells here. I would like to head over to the old man afterwards, or the
Okay.
drunken man.
He is currently on the floor, covered in the green swill beer.
Okay. I'll fly over and then he's just lying on the ground.
Oh yes, he seems to be snoring.
Yeah, I'll like fly over like right beside his face and ask or like, pat his face, ask him, "Hey, are you dead? Are you alive?"
His exact response is.
Bro, ask him about Gargledan.
Slap his face again. Where's Gargoden?
What? What are you saying? Swibber's at Gargleland. Oh, this is great, great treasure collectors, mounds of gold and jewels, all piled high by the sea. And he again just collapses into a drunken stupor.
Okay.
I just made a history roll of 23, so I guess I've studied or heard of this from my library research.
This particular, you do know that this is a famed treasure hoard that many adventurers have gone looking for in the past. In fact, there have been many stories about quite a number of people going to search for the fabled hoard of Gogolund. I just mangled that pronunciation. I've been reading the name for the last week, and I still managed to mangle the pronunciation. But
do I know whether any of them came back?
not the last few.
Okay.
The older stories you've heard talk about like the great heroes returning triumphantly with just the magic treasure they needed to save their village or to save their kingdom. But the later stories end somewhat differently. They end with either some of the adventurers returning half dead and half mad, and many of the stories now end with the adventurers just not returning at all.
Well,
Sounds like fun.
so the name piques my interest, so I'm gonna limp over to where the map is and take a look at it.
Again, as my good partner described, it shows you a cave by a cliff face. The directions to get to the cave entrance are very clear and actually really well, good descriptions of the local terrain. You think you could probably get there in relatively good order pretty quickly.
Okay.
So, any other questions? Any other interactions, or do you all want to see if you can find the truth of this gauntlet?
I'm having second thoughts about this whole gauntlet business, frankly speaking.
I'll probably speak up to everyone and it's like, aren't we supposed to be waiting for someone?
Yeah, bro, like, I can't be going out trying to find some long-lost treasure. My dad'll kill me.
Just look at everyone and say, look, like, I got a letter. I don't know if anyone's coming. I don't know what Strixhaven is. I arrived on a fucking train. I have nothing better to do with my time. I would very much like to see what's in this cave.
My very first ruin.
Oh, okay. As long as it's not, won't take too long.
Maybe we can go there real quick.
All right, and with those rousing endorsements of adventure, you all strike out from that lovely inn in the quiet countryside outside of Strixhaven and make your way to an absolutely stunning cliffside coast. The waves crashing upon the rocks, white plumes of foam just almost calling.
Sorry, I gotta interject. How is Selwyn gonna get there? And I'm sorry. Apologies. I forgot the name of the other PC that was out there barfing his brains out with me.
I came back in and participated in the conversation.
I mean, you've recovered by now.
Yeah.
Or
Oh.
did I? I don't know.
Once you get the stuff out of you, you're good.
Oh, okay, good, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, once you got the stuff out of you, you're good.
Okay,
And-
so I didn't miss much, right?
No, not at all. Not at all. But as you come to the cliffside, as you can see posted over here, there's a python. There's a metal spike that's often used by rock climbers, and but there's no rope. You can see that narrow cave entrance, maybe 60 feet below the top of the cliff. But getting there is going to be a job. That's 60 feet below the top of a sheer cliff face looking over the choppy waters.
Does
Now,
Dungeoneer equipment include rope?
Yes, it does.
Oh yes, absolutely. In the immortal words of the Boondock Saints, of course there's some feckin' rope.
You gotta have rope.
Wait, I actually think I went for cartographer's tools instead of Dungeoneers.
Well, each one
Does anyone
should
else have
have
rope?
its specifications of what it contains.
Yes, every single type of equipment pack that you guys chose from when you did your character creation has its own list of things that are in it. And I've got my core book here. If anyone wants to ask if their pack has a rope in it, or if you got it on your character sheet, feel free to take a look.
I'll tell the players I have rope.
Okay.
And I produce a small sliver of string. Guys, I got rope.
I have a Dungeoneer's pack. Okay, I got rope.
Ooh, good deal. Okay, just give me the rope and I'll fly up.
I'll fly over and drop the small string to him.
Alrighty.
Can we just send in the pixie to go scout for a bit? I mean, you don't need to go down there yet.
You can floss with that.
I could send my rat if this might be a rat scalable cliff.
Yeah,
Does it look
man.
that
Rats are
scalable?
smart.
Well, they can climb ropes.
That they can.
That's true.
That they can. Many's the rat
Um,
that escaped a sailing vessel because they could climb rope really well.
And I'd imagine if, I mean, whatever's in this cave has probably seen a rat before. It probably shouldn't draw too much attention. Barring, I mean, we have somebody that can fly, I believe. Somebody's
Yeah, we do.
sort of,
Two people.
Oh, look around.
So in character,
We do?
I pull out Dominic and I say, well, like this could be something he could do. But then I point to our friend with the wings and say, or you could fly if you want to try. The rat might be a little more incognito than a giant flying owl.
Well, you got the pixie.
Go ahead and give it a shot.
Or the pixie, yes.
All right, so feel free
Who is
to.
the
Hey, I'm
pixie?
good.
Who's the pixie again? Which player?
That's me.
I'm not looking at what's your.
My name is Zephyr.
Okay.
I mean, we didn't even
Alright.
really properly introduce each other's yet. That's,
Yeah,
that's
that's
what I'm
true.
liking.
It's gonna be a while before I learn what chat name is what character name.
No worries.
And before we fall,
But yeah, you could fly down
Thanks for
and try
hanging out.
to hover around the edge and see, or I could send the rat. What do you think, Pixie, Zephyr, and
Okay, the rope is 50 feet, but the cave entrance is 60 feet below us. Yes.
Yes.
In other words, we'll have to
There-
tie
there-
two
there-
ropes together.
Or make a really lucky jump with 10 feet.
Look, 10 feet is not that bad.
Well, when you've got to aim
into
that,
a cave.
when you got to aim the 10-foot drop into a cave mouth, it's a little more difficult. But
I've seen Die Hard. He'll be fine.
welcome to the potty, pal.
I suppose I could go down.
I'll just go down and hover in front of the cave and see what I can see.
Okay. This is what you see here. It's a narrow opening. Anyone you basically would have to walk single file into this thing, and you can't quite see to the end of this narrow space, but it's a clear walking area. But it's dark, and it's very close quarters.
Okay, I have dark vision. Does it help me see any better than that?
You are able to see it's a natural breaks in the rocks. This stuff is all eroded out through wind and rain. At least for the first 60 feet that you can see in, because dark vision gives you 60 feet of accurate vision in low light. It goes on for. I was pulling up my own situation over here. Okay, yeah, this narrow entryway goes on for quite some time. In fact, it looks like it's at least. You can see things opening up at about 30 feet in.
Okay, I guess I go back up and repeat that information, and we'll see about how to get down. I'm wondering exactly how much I can carry with 13 strength.
You would need to pass a strength check, and you could carry someone. And
Mhm.
if you failed the strength check, you would have to decide whether you wanted to drop them or drop roughly 5 feet with them. Does that make sense?
How far is the cave
Okay,
opening with the
whoever's
water?
willing to risk that.
Well, I may have a second rope. I'm struggling with the rule book right now, trying to find out. Have the explorer's pack? Does that come with a rope?
That should also come with a rope. Absolutely.
Okay,
I mean, really, to get down there, we just need one rope, and
We got at least 3 ropes among us.
yeah,
Among us.
It'll be a simple thing for you all to just make a shinny down the rope, and for those the two of you that can fly can just zip right down in there.
yeah.
But it's a really straightforward matter. It's okay. No worries. You guys definitely have the resources you need to get down there.
And
Okay.
flapping down with one person by one person, it should be easy enough. It's just going down, right? If it's by these rules.
Yes.
Yep.
And really, you could spot them.
Absolutely.
See, I'm not worried about going down. Climbing down a rope, I wouldn't even, ordinarily think that almost anyone can climb down a rope. I'm not sure with my strength of 9 I can climb back up. Going down is much easier than going up. I was in gym class. I remember this.
In this edition, can is there such a thing as taking a 20?
Strictly
In this situation, probably.
So I don't know if it exists or not, but like rules wise, if we could all take a 20 to shimmy down the rope, I mean, we're not being assaulted or anything. Not under duress.
You can get.
that's reasonable.
I don't think it would even take us 20 necessarily to climb down.
Yeah.
That's implying that something disastrous is happening. There's nothing going on at all.
Right.
Robert and I are both of the opinion that if it's something that's inevitable, there's no point in.
Right. We're not gonna.
If you're ultimately going to be successful, then there's no point in prolonging.
So nobody's like debilitatively
Challenged.
fucking weak and flabby and not able to use a rope. That's what I'm saying.
And
Might have the lowest strength of anyone at 9.
getting down is more a matter of sliding
But
down the rope than it
10
is
is
actually climbing.
average. 10 is average for an adventurer, so that should stay fine.
Okay.
But once the big trick here was to see how you all were going to either get the rope in place or figure out another way to bypass that. But you all came packed. You have a rope. You got 2 flyers between y'all. It'd be no check needed for the shinnying down of the rope.
Okay.
You're gonna have to go single file down the passage.
Yes,
so.
it is a one at a time situation.
So before we do get ourselves killed, I want to check out. There's a pitten that's already hammered into the wall or the flooring of the cliffside, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not rusted or anything. It looks sturdy.
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
Does the rock look solid?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Now, order is important here. We need to know who is going in first, second, third, and whatnot, because this is a single file situation.
I'll go first.
All right. Your scout with dark vision was only able to see a certain amount of the way in because of the natural light coming into the opening. But once that opening up of the single file corridor occurs, there is no illumination. It is pitch black. And despite the name, dark vision does not let you see in absolute darkness. Not more than a few feet in front of you. Got to be a.
Does anyone have a torch?
Let's see.
Everyone with the Dungeoneers has torches.
We've got.
That it does.
We've got.
That's already been established that there
Yeah,
are torches.
and torches. Okay.
Oh yeah.
10 torches.
And I
Alright.
cannot see in the dark.
Right
I'll
on.
assume I can start a fire and whatnot, with sticks and shit.
Oh yeah. Yeah. This is no checks needed. Just you got the torches. Simple enough to make a little light. I just wanted to be sure you all were aware that there's absolutely no illumination within this this opening. People with dark vision would be able to see because of the dim light in the cavern opening itself. You can see a solid like 40 feet in. But once you get into the absolutely no illumination area, even people with dark vision can only see about maybe 15 feet around them.
Okay.
What about with
So
the
I have the rat. This is just going forward. I'm just establishing it now. I'd like to send him about 30 feet in front of me at all
Okay.
times because he has dark vision and I believe I can use his eyes.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
The joys of familiarhood.
That is my strategy until I say otherwise.
All right. So let me go ahead and get an image in my mind here. So we have the rat in the front of the line.
That's probably a good idea.
I could probably disarm.
Unless anybody
from
has
that
an
fine,
issue.
so I could be towards the front of the group, or maybe at the front, but I can't see that well.
If there's a torch in the room, then I can see very well.
No torches in the room, but you all have more than enough torches in your packs that you could most of you could hold one.
Okay.
All right. So, who's first then? Zohar, did you want to vote?
Okay,
The
I'll go
rat's
first.
first.
The rat is first. I've got the rat written down.
The rat's first, but the rat is kind of stealth mode.
Right.
Okay. Selwyn
not-
will go afterwards, stealthing as well. Let's roll that.
Okay. So we have the rat. We have Selwyn. Which character's going next?
Guess
I'll
I'll
go
go
next.
go next.
Okay, and your character's name is one more time for me.
My character's name is Alanagar.
Alanagar. All right.
God damn.
All right.
How is
And
that
who's
possible?
and so we got Rat, Selwyn, Alanagar. Who's next?
I can go
I can
somewhere
go.
in the middle of the pack. I wouldn't want to be first. I can take a punch, but I can't give one.
I hear you.
If
can
anybody
help
else doesn't
disarm
want to go
traps.
third,
So
well, also I need to be close to my rat, so third might make sense for me, or fourth.
Righto.
I mean, I'm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I look like I can take a punch. I don't look like I could lift a weight. Put it that way.
That's fair. All right, and then so we have Selwyn, Alanagar. We have our druid. Who's next?
I can go.
Okay, and your character's name?
Yo.
Yol. All right. After Yol,
I could go next. I'll probably
Alright,
just
we
be
got-
floating around.
got Zephyr. All right, very good. And that will put and Skelny. Your character's name is
Peter.
Peter. Got it. All righty. All right, so I've got the order written down. You all have your torches. You all are able to now see a good 30 feet ahead of you.
Oh, just so you know,
Actually, further than that in dim light. What's that?
I'm not carrying a torch. I was positioning myself to make sure that I had a person in front of me and behind me who were carrying a torch.
That's perfectly fine. Even with just one or two of you all carrying torches, that gives you all enough light that you don't have to worry about walking blind. Perfectly okay.
I should carry a torch if other people have slightly better martial stuff. I assume this is a mage college, so probably none of us are fantastic. But
All
But I'd
right.
be willing to carry a torch if somebody wanted to give me one and they thought they were better with weapons.
Yeah, you got it. Everybody's got a torch if you want one.
All right.
No torch for me. I got 2 weapons.
Yeah, I'm
I'll take a torch.
All right. Now, after you move in about 25 feet, as your scout indicated earlier, the narrow passage does open up. Now, by the light of your torches, it's going to open up into a fairly wide cavern. And something.
I'm doing it. I'm
big.
doing it. Give me a sec.
No worries. Something big. Something hairy. Something just plummets right down to you.
Is it the old man?
No,
I
no.
was gonna say.
Although there is a certain resemblance, no. But no. Now at this particular point, a large, this is a friggin' huge spider, has dropped down from the 20-foot high ceiling right above you. Now, for anyone that is willing, let's see here. If I can have the first 2 people that were in front of the line, that would be Selwyn and Alanagar. If the two of you, and since the rat's up there, if we can also have the druid, since he's connected by the rat, if I can have the 3 of you, please make perception checks for me. That's a D20. That's a 20-sided die roll. Okay. So we have Selwyn's perception check there. If we can get Alanagar and our druids.
Sorry, is everyone rolling a perception?
Just the first 3 in line, since they're
Okay.
the first ones that they're going to be seeing this.
Mine was a stealth roll, by the way.
Okay.
And it should be +2 instead of +3.
Will do. Okay, we just need, and Cass, we can get your, there we go. Okay, wow. Yeah, that'll do it. Okay. Cass, your druid is going to notice something. There, and that 20-foot high ceiling appears to be a crisscrossing spider web of sorts, but you happen to spot that the spider that has dropped down from above isn't dropping down holding on to silken threads. It's got ropes attached to it.
Is there any chance it feels like a... So ropes? The only thing I can think of is that it's almost like a marionette sort of situation. I don't know why a spider would ever need to use ropes. That does not jive with my druidish knowledge.
You're right, it doesn't.
Do I have any thoughts upon this subject?
With a roll like that, you also notice that while it is dropping, its limbs are not moving. Not beyond just the usual sway as it drops through the air.
I say loud enough for everyone around me to hear, but as whispered as possible exactly what you just told me. I also have a very significant animal handling role. And this wouldn't be animal handling if it's not an animal. But I feel like animal handling might give me an idea of whether it's animal or not.
With that perception check, I can tell you right now, you can tell that this is definitely a spider, but you are also with a 25 perception definitely able to tell that it is the molted exoskeleton of a spider.
So I don't feel like there's an animal within it. It's just the
It-
exoskeleton
It's
essentially on a rope.
just the
It is
husk.
it is a marionette. It really is a marionette.
It
Then.
literally is a marionette made out of dead animal pieces.
Okay. I tell everyone this. I have no idea what to do with this information, but it's like that isn't a real spider, guys. Guys, that is not a real spider. I'm a druid. I'm your druid. That's not a spider.
What's your
That's
character name?
Mine?
Yes,
John Rogers.
John Rogers. Okay, cool.
I don't know if I'm assuming the spider thing has seen us.
Well,
But basically, I don't know what to do with this information.
after
So
it
I'm
falls.
telling.
After it falls, it literally just falls and just sort of sits there on the ground right in front of you.
Sorry, how fast did it fall? Did it fall?
It just plummeted from the sky as you guys entered into this big chamber.
Oh, okay.
Does it
This
look
cavern
like-
has a 20-foot high ceiling, and this thing just dropped from it. It didn't land on anybody. It just landed in front of you all.
I look at the floor. Does it look like we triggered some sort of pressure plate or a tripwire or something?
I can tell you right now that there does not appear to be any pressure plates of any sort on the ground. No, and you won't even need to make a check because this was not a pressure plate release situation.
Well, then I'm going to look at the rope and trace it backwards and see if I can follow the pulley system, see where the rope goes.
It goes all the way up 20 feet above into this. It looks like a web, just in terms of shape and design. But now that as you hold your torches up, that ceiling's just covered with crisscrossed ropes.
That's weird.
It's like a
Yeah.
hammock fell apart.
Yes, it is very weird. Okay.
We have enough rope.
If you ever didn't, you sure do now.
So, steel rope.
Is there a way of let's see, of looking
Now,
up?
if you want to make deeper perception checks, you're welcome to.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay. You see and hear. Okay, with those three, and everyone's welcome to make this check, not just the three up front. Everybody's welcome, because now the strangeness of the situation is known to everyone. All right. Now these are all really good. These are all really good rolls. Like, damn, I wish I had these rolls. These are damn good rolls.
Perception.
There's some good perception right off the bat in a dungeon. All right.
Got her.
Now you see nothing. Just all these ropes all tangled up in a web-like pattern up on the ceiling. You don't hear anything beyond it. It sounds like you can hear the crashing of the surf coming in from that main tunnel, and you can hear this chittering like it might be rats up in the ceiling. And oh, thank you so much. Yeah, this right here that's just been posted. This is the general dimensions of that large cavern with a 20-foot high ceiling.
Do the ropes that fell to the ground look like they were gnawed in some way?
No. No, there doesn't seem to be. There's no gnawing. There's no fraying. This
A clean cut?
if this, they're not even a cut. It seems as though maybe someone let a knot loose somewhere up in that tangle up there and let this thing drop.
Well, there's webbing up above. Is there a way of taking all the rope that we have, or some length of rope, attaching it to something heavy, throwing it up there, and seeing if we can get our rope
Well, the thing's
up
still
over
attached.
that webbing and to try to climb up to that netting or that webbing or whatever.
The spider husk is still attached by the rope by the ropes on it up to that big web of ropes in the ceiling. You could try to climb up that if you want.
Oh, hell yeah, let's do it.
All right. Now this is going to be an athletics check. This is gym class 101. So anybody that wants to climb up that rope, you're welcome to make an athletics check.
Not the guy.
I think Peter will just stay grounded.
And of course, we also do have some flyers that could pop up there.
I climb the rope.
Okay. Alrighty. Basically, this is just a. If you got a 10 or higher, you should be good. Oh dear.
Oh,
He falls on the spider.
Oh, yes. Okay, you have fallen on the spider. Now everyone that stayed on the ground is probably right next to the spider, correct?
Well, Peter's in back, but I don't know relative to this how far that would be up.
Yeah, everybody would be.
I'm still like kind of by the cave. Like, I don't think I would have ventured too far in from where the
Alrighty.
tunnel into the room is.
Well, Selwyn is going to slip, lose his grip, and fall straight down onto the spider husk. And when he does, you can hear the crack of exoskeleton as gravity and mass just slam him right into it. And when it does, this cloud of just irritant, choking dust erupts. Everybody. Okay, let me make sure I get this down right. Yeah, everybody that is within 5 feet of this spider husk, basically everyone that's standing next to it, needs to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
So is that just the people that attempted to climb or were in line to climb?
Yeah, basically.
Okay. I'm gonna
If
back
I
away
release
from the
my hold
cloud
on the
of
rope
hitting
and try
spores.
to buff it with my wings, can I disperse the cloud?
It's quite sizable. It's quite sizable. I will say that because you're trying to you're flapping your wings, I'll give you a bonus to your Constitution saves because it's not enough to disperse the cloud, but it's enough to give you a little bit of a wind buffet. So let's take a look at those con saves. Okay.
Oh, that should be 15.
Okay. 15 is what you need.
Great.
All right. So if you have under 15, this is going to get a bit closer to Animal House style hazing. All right, to continue the college metaphor. All right. Everyone that made under a 15 is going to be sneezing and choking, tears streaming from your eyes. You are effectively, to use a condition, 5th edition D&D has a lot of conditions that can be applied to you as shorthand for effects. I would say that this would be the equivalent of the poisoned condition. You're not actually poisoned, but the irritation in your throat, in your nose, in your eyes is so great it's difficult to concentrate and focus. So with the poison condition, you will have disadvantage on skill checks and saving throws. That means when you roll the dice, you roll twice and you take the low number. You're more likely for that to bug you, if you'll pardon the many-legged exoskeleton pun. I know spiders are arachnids. It's a terrible pun, but it's a pun.
I'll start coughing.
Don't worry, Selwyn passed.
Yeah, Selwyn passed. Anyone else? I'm looking at the rolls. I don't think anyone else did.
Brian.
Can
Schaefer.
Can I keep flapping my wings and try to disperse the cloud?
Again,
Give everyone some relief.
You just flapping your wings is not going to generate enough wind to disperse a cloud. If they can move out of the general vicinity of the spider, just move away. That will help. That will get them out of it, and it'll naturally settle down because it's a dust. It's the equivalent of somebody having put an aerosolized itching powder canister in there.
Somebody that passed
right.
can help somebody that's incapacitated to move
Get out
down the path.
I don't think anyone is truly incapacitated. No one's like unconscious from this, though, right?
No, just
No.
hacking and coughing is. They would have a difficult time finding their way out without somebody guiding them.
If it's perfectly safe for me, I'll put my sleeve up to my face and run in and grab one and haul them back.
Okay, that should be fine.
Repeat ad nauseum.
Okay.
Well, the flapping should tell them where to go.
Definitely.
Well, I can see, right? Like I said, I wasn't in the area. I was right by the.
You can see them just fine. It's a little hazy. But you can see them.
I'll just try to get out of the smoke cloud or whatever this is.
Okay. So now nobody's seriously injured. It's just a very strange, almost prank-like trap. After a few minutes, and maybe a little bit of water ration splashed over your eyes, you're pretty much back to normal. And you see another narrow hallway, again, a single file hallway only, on the very opposite end of that large cavern.
What did the people climbing the rope see?
A large web, almost a net, of ropes crisscrossing all over the place, and little small crevices, no more than like a foot and a half high or wide, just erosions in the rock face. And those little holes seem to be where much of the ropes are anchored into.
Okay.
And as you move down,
All right, as you move into the next hallway, there's a very obvious thin rope trap in the middle of the floor. There's even a very poorly spelled sign saying "Put foot here," scrawled in chalk in the middle of this obvious open lasso trap. Now, Selwyn, you have experience with fraternities, it seems your character does.
Yeah, sure.
This does seem to have some of the hallmarks of being a massive hazing situation.
Does anyone have a 10-foot pole?
Failure that could probably
it's on the Dunshare spec.
I mean, I have a rat that could chew the rope.
Selwyn relates his intuitive guess to others.
All right, there's definitely some prankish behavior going on here. Now, it is possible to simply jump over the large loose lasso. You're perfectly capable of doing that. It would not be a difficult thing at all. And again, two of you can fly, so getting past there is no problem for you at all.
So it's a high hallway?
Well, if you go single file and have the flyers go first, they can fly across pretty quickly.
After you guys. I'll hide behind people.
I'll put my foot in the noose.
Nothing happens when you put your foot in the noose.
However,
Absolutely.
There's a noose and then there's a tripwire, though, right? Is that correct?
Not a tripwire, but does anybody literally set their foot down anywhere beyond the rope lasso?
Yes, me.
Okay. Would it be safe to say that your character weighs more than 50 pounds?
Yes.
Okay. All right. You hear the slight grating of metal and stone, and the floor beneath you just pops open into a pit trap. And now you will need to make a dexterity save for me.
Oh, snap. Okay. Shit. 5. All right.
Okay.
With a 15 dexterity, this is the save, right? Or
15.
Sorry.
The
plus
15.
2, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would be +2 with the 15 dexterity. So that would be
Yeah.
okay. So the two of you both tried to set foot. Now remember, it's a single file hallway. The folks that
Yeah,
flew
I was-
over are gonna fly over this. Only one person's really able to trigger this at once. So which of you, Zohar, between Zohar and Selwyn, which of the two of you
Selwyn.
actually sit? Okay. Selwyn, you do make the check. You're able to instinctively throw yourself further forward as the floor opens up into this pit trap. Now, as you do so, you roll straight into a big blanket of mossy, dusty floor. I need you to make a fortitude. I need you to make a Constitution save for me because you just inhaled some pretty nasty spores.
Damn.
Okay. You, good sir, are going to take a little bit of poison damage here.
All right.
And by a little bit, I mean quite literally 2 poison damage.
Okay.
Now, everybody else, you can plainly see the pit trap, and Selwyn has inhaled most of the moss. Again, an appropriate joke for college humor, I think. He inhaled, but at any rate, it's at this point pretty simple for the rest of you to avoid these two things. And as you all are stepping around the almost glistening with spores Selwyn, 4 tiny spears just come hurtling out from further down the tunnel.
Well,
Oh God, no!
What kind are we talking?
By a mini spear, I mean about the spear itself is pretty damn tiny. It is about the length of an adult human's shoulder to wrist. They're small. They're pretty small, and right, they're just like tiny thrown javelins. So if I am going to roll here, yep, and these are the folks that just seem to come out of the shadows and the sheer rock walls just to lob some spears at you. And they are giggling. They think that you are hilarious. All right. So I will roll an attack for these strange creatures.
whoa. Don't we get an initiative roll?
They were watching you the entire time. Remember when you guys had that That perception check looking up in the ropes?
Yes.
Well, they've got a plus 22 to stealth.
Okay.
So even the 25 wasn't enough to really catch them. So they're attacking you from by surprise.
Okay.
So
Good.
not that's it's good that you asked. It's always good to be mindful of that sort of situation. So let's see here. These guys have a plus. Make sure I have the right one here. Okay. This is a +2, so I'm just gonna make sure I add +2 to this roll here. 1d20 +2. Okay. This first one is going to aim. All right. They're not going to see the rat. I'm looking at the ordering here.
Oh, I have a shield, but apparently I'm not lifting the shield fast enough, so it would appear that I would take the blunt of this.
All righty. So again, these are very small creatures. In fact, they're so small they're only a foot high. They are very tiny. But you are going to take a whole whopping. This is going to be interesting. Okay. They are so small, I have to subtract from this damage here. Okay. You will take. Okay, wait, it's the wrong dice. Aha! My bad. All right. You will only take 2 points of piercing damage as this small half spear sticks into you, and it is reminiscent of somebody throwing a dart at a bar and hitting you by mistake. Like, ah!
Okay.
And it's just sticking in you like a pincushion. All right, and then there are 3 more of these bad boys. Quick roll here. Next person in line. Who was right behind you there?
I think I said earlier I was third or fourth, so I'm probably going to get one of these. I don't know who was
Okay.
that.
I believe it was me and Selwyn who were dodging the traps at the beginning.
Okay. So it looks like that I'm guessing everybody here has more than a 5 armor class. So that one's definitely a miss. Okay. And I think this one here might very well hit our Druid John with the 18.
Yes, it does.
Damn.
And you will take a whopping 1 damage.
Okay.
I said that they're 1 inch tall. They are 1 inch tall. All right. And let's see here. And Zephyr, do you have over 12? Do you have 12 or higher as your armor?
No. Nope.
Okay. So a
Not with
12.
dexterity.
Yeah, because you're quite light on your feet.
Nope. I've got
Oh.
10 dexterity.
Really?
Ah.
Okay.
And I seem to have acquired a paper cut and didn't know it. Which is
Wow.
funny
Looks
because
like your armor class is kind of low.
I know, right? Which is weird because I mean I've got my book out, but most of the stuff I'm looking at is digital. So did the computer give me a paper cut? But okay, again, this is 1 point of damage, piercing.
Ow!
And then after they launch, they just hightail it. They hoof it back along the tunnels, gawping and laughing as they run.
Following might be unwise.
I want to go back.
Yeah, this blows. There's not even any treasure.
So which you guys are hurt the most? I do have some healing.
I'm super hurt. I'm dying.
All right.
Spears was the size of him.
I cast. Did we get a long rest between the tavern and here?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay. I believe 2 of you have taken. Has anyone taken? Who's taken the most damage?
I think each of us, or whoever got hit, we only got 1 damage each, I'm guessing.
We don't need
I
to
only
move.
got 1. Somebody got 2 from the fall on
There
the
was
spider.
there was also a poison damage situation from the
I
spores.
don't have my cantrips yet for my Strixhaven feat, do I? Since we haven't been to Strixhaven.
We are hand waving that you're not getting those because you're a Strixhaven student. You're being recruited to Strixhaven because you have acquired those. So you have full access to them at present.
If I make an initiative check, then can I use a Sacred Flame spell? Cantrip?
Let me check their speed because they literally, for their surprise turn, they threw and then they ran. What's the range on your Sacred Flame?
I think it's 60 feet. Let me check.
All right. If that's the case, you would be able to target one of them. Because they're, despite their small size, surprisingly quick.
Okay. Do they just take 1d8 damage, or do they save for half?
They have to make a saving throw, and if they make the saving throw against a cantrip, they take no damage at all. So is this a dexterity saving throw?
Yeah, dexterity saving throw.
Radio. All right, so this is going to be a...
And my intelligence is 16.
Okay. 1d20 plus 4 because of these little creatures' bonuses. Okay. He does not make it. He will take 1d8 radiant damage. Okay. He'll take 2 radiant damage. I am making a note. Okay. The one you hit, if you want to describe for us how you picture this radiant light churning around your target. Is there a particular pattern to it? Is there a particular color to it? Maybe even a scent that goes with it? How would you describe your sacred flame?
Open the eyes.
I like it. I like it. All right.
Blue flame, blue flame.
Blue radiant flame-like bits of light just engulf this thing. And it is fried to a crackly crunch. Oddly, this seems to make the other 3 laugh even harder, and they just run into the shadows.
Jeez. Did I kill it? What?
Oh yes, it is dead. It is really and sincerely dead.
Oof. Did it drop anything?
Nope. It just all it had was the spear that it threw and some kind of smelly. You're hoping it's animal leather, like tunics.
Hey, Otaku, what's going on? Welcome. We're just playing some D&Ds.
Also a very
I
tiny
just
club.
walk in horror at what I've done.
All right.
Hey, eating strawberry
Well,
for breakfast.
there are 3 more that have attacked you, and based on what you've discovered, they have been watching you, and will likely keep trying to attack you. But also, you don't set up traps unless you actively want to catch someone. You don't set up traps unless there's something to keep people away from.
Ooh, the best strawberries in your life. They haven't been doing a very good job.
That's
They're
not
not-
motivation. I think my character, Selwyn's motivation is just to beat their asses, just for being rude.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Well, if you pursue your tiny tormentors, there is a large
$10?
chasm. If you follow them out of this
Where's
tunnel and
the
into
berries,
again, a
$10?
widening space. You see these tiny tormentors instead of
$3. Holy shit.
stopping,
That's good. That's decent.
they leap over the ledge and into the chasm feet first.
Ooh.
and they seem to have these shepherd crook-like things that they hold out in front of them and above them.
You barely see it.
Okay. Is there like a
Oh, okay. That's not bad.
survival or some effect? My guess is that they're using these canes with a crook to catch on a line or something to save themselves from falling.
Very
certain
perceptive. Very perceptive. You're welcome to do a perception check before you follow them any further.
Okay, all right, let's do that.
I'll roll that.
Yeah, I
as
think
well.
that's pretty cheap.
Go for
By
it.
the way, I've
Everybody,
been
please
putting
feel
my
free.
perception, my proficiency bonus on all my checks up until now.
Aha. Yeah, that the proficiency bonus should only go on the stuff that you're proficient with. All right. Yes, and here is the
Proficiency bonus is just +2, though, right?
at your level just +2. All right,
Okay.
and this picture that you're being shown over here, this is the chasm from a sideways angle. That wide, it looks like maybe a 20-foot leap. Where do you see the number 6? That's the chasm. Okay. Okay, so we have 3 perception checks. Any other perception checks?
Got a family discount. Oh, hell yeah. Dude, that's awesome. I'll kind of just... Where exactly are we on that little map there?
You are on the left-hand side of the number 6.
Okay.
Yeah. You just witnessed the little tormentors leap over, and they seem to be sliding along this diagonal line from above to below, from left to right, from across the chasm.
It's a vertical map, like the part with the stalactites is
Exactly.
is the ceiling. Okay.
Oh, okay. I see it now. Okay, I understand.
It does not look like anybody got their
Not at all.
shit. So here you go.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't do a perception check because I'm moving cautiously forward, not rushing forward.
Okay.
I should see what happens to everyone else before I get there.
It's a flex nowadays for
you don't
some
have
reason.
to be faster than anyone else. You just got to be sure that you have to be faster than what's catchy. You got to be faster than the rest of your party. I gotcha. All right.
So
well,
this
the
is
3 folks up front,
part of the Strixhaven
you
stuff.
all of a sudden feel the sharp tug of metal on your face and arms. You have walked into a nearly invisible web of fish hooks and metal cables.
Well,
We
damn.
have one.
Okay.
Yeah, the pranks are getting a lot less Animal House and a lot more misery.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
I'm quietly enraged.
All right, now everyone here, you are going to need to make dexterity checks just to wiggle out of these fish hooks. Every time you fail one, you'll take a point of damage as the hooks snag into you. So the 3 of you go ahead and make some dexterity saves for me.
Am I one of those 3?
Let's see here. Yeah, Selwyn,
Yol.
Zohar, and John. Selwyn, Yol, and John are going to be the ones doing that. Yep.
Yeah. So basically, we have a thief, a druid.
Ooh.
And I'm guessing
Selwyn,
a couple
you are
wizards.
going to take 1 point of damage.
No one's
Yol
really
will take 1 point of
introduced
damage.
what their characters do, really. And then I'm a little pixie.
And what about John?
Named Zephyr. And I'm a sorcerer.
No worries.
I don't know if we
if
have
you
room
all are
for
thinking about the
another
original
person.
Parent Trap. Not Parent Trap, the original Home Alone. And John will also take 1 damage. All right, now the rest of the party, as you see your friends get gripped by these barely visible fishing hooks and lines, you're welcome to go and try and help them out.
I scream, please help me out.
And this stuff isn't part of
I'll
my
move into
server,
trying to
so
support
it's
and
not
Try to
my
help them.
game.
All right.
Can I
Because-
make another check?
Yes, because of the help you are getting, all three of you may make another check, and you have advantage because you are being helped. That means you roll twice and keep the best of your 2 rolls.
Whoever needs to go across, I can help.
I would like some help.
Okay. When Cascadian is about to go across, I'll cast guidance on him.
So that gives me a 1d4 extra.
Absolutely. Yep.
Correct.
If
You wanna say-
memory improves? All right.
Yep. An extra bonus dice added straight to your roll.
What's the bonus?
When you type in what you're rolling, you want to type in 1d20 plus 1d4 plus your dexterity bonus.
Damn. Okay. Shoot. Okay.
Yeah. And
Alright,
I can do this
I'll
to everyone who's going across, as long as we're just taking a round each.
Yep, because it's a cantrip. It doesn't use up any resources. No spell slots were used in the filming of this scene.
I wasn't aware of that because I also have guidance.
Ooh,
Then-
Is there a syntax for rolling?
I haven't played D&D 5th edition at all, so.
And then
That
clearly
was
the
my problem,
pixie
too.
and the owlin can just like fly across.
Yeah.
Exactly so. Okay. Oh goodness.
Yeah, because I can.
Selwyn is just getting more and more entangled.
I facepalm.
I got a 16. Does that get me out?
Remember, you also have advantage, so you can
Okay.
roll a second time for me.
Yeah, I did my roll twice. The only thing I didn't do was add the D4, so I went and rolled the D4.
Yeah,
And
we're
out of
using
them,
the D&D
best one
rule
was 10.
set.
Oh,
So,
good. That's another
5e.
point of damage for you. Then I'm afraid you managed to get a bit more entangled.
fantastic.
Oh, also Otaku, if you're interested in
Your luck is
some
just
tabletop
as
stuff,
good in pen and
you can sign
paper
up
as
for
it is in Neverwhere
one of
Nights.
my campaigns
Get out
that
of
I'm gonna
this.
be doing in the future.
Ugh.
If
I
you
rolled
look
a
on my
16. Is
server
that not
there,
enough?
it will be
It's
the
still a little low.
mutants and masterminds.
All right. Is
and
anybody
just-
getting low on hit points? I ask out loud. Is anybody hurt? Is anybody seriously hurt?
That's what I was going to ask. Is anyone looking really bad other than Selwyn? I mean, is
I have the ability to heal people.
I do
I
too.
am your druid. I don't think we have a cleric, so I am your
I'm the
healer.
cleric. I'm the cleric.
Oh, you are a cleric. All right. I didn't think we had one.
You are the brute squad.
So to give a percentile, I'm at 63% health. I don't know what visibility that is to other folks. You can see blood and boogers and all that other shit coming out. I don't know.
You had a rough night.
Yeesh.
I look at the cleric. Probably the cleric looks at me. I just ask, "Do you want to take this, or should I?" I think
Are they out of the trap yet?
no.
Not
So we
just
should
yet.
probably get out of the trap before we heal anything.
That's
You're
what
right.
I'm
You're
thinking, 'cause
absolutely
they're gonna
right.
probably take a little more damage.
Yeah, because I'm
Now,
not even out of the
for
fucking thing
the
yet.
for the sake of time, I'm gonna say if you all want to, we can take 20 this since the things did not stick around to keep attacking you. They zip line somewhere else.
I would like
this-
to do that.
Okay, yes, for the sake of time, we'll say that you all took as long as necessary, and just for the proverbial shits and giggles, I'm gonna make a quick roll to see how long this takes you. because it amuses me.
Can I cast 2 heals and get a long
Absolutely.
rest in? Okay.
Absolutely.
I believe between myself and the cleric, we should be able to heal everyone up to full.
All right.
I have
Probably
2,
would take
and he has 2.
Okay.
And then you could
that's-
probably take a short rest to get those back.
That's what I would like to do.
Sure thing. Works for me. Yeah,
+5.
taking things slow, taking a solid 10 minutes to carefully untangle, and as having had fish hooks accidentally stick into my hand when I was a child trying to fish,
Ah,
having things painstakingly picked out of you by your friends, the 3 of you become unentangled. Our 2 healers are able to patch up most of the party, and you're able to take a short rest just to catch your breath before you continue on.
Hey, I have a question for you. How do I determine the spellcasting ability modifier? Didn't see that in my
What
worksheet.
is your character class?
1, so it's just
No, I mean that's your character level, but what is your class? Are you a bard, a cleric, a druid? You're a cleric. Okay. The clerics and druids use wisdom for their casting ability modifier. So if when you do a spell attack, it's going to be your wisdom modifier. What's your wisdom modifier, by the way? What's your wisdom score?
Is I should remember this because this is main score. It's modifier is +3.
Okay. So if you have a spell that you make a spell attack with, you would take that +3 and add your proficiency bonus to it. That's a +5 total for you. So whenever you roll a spell attack as a cleric, you would add a +5 to that attack bonus.
Okay, would I
Now,
do the same thing with the cure wounds?
Cure Wounds is a little different. Cure Wounds is you roll an 8-sided die and then add your wisdom modifier to it. So
Okay.
We're taking 20 on this, right? Like you're giving us an opportunity to
Right.
rest.
Right. This
until we
this
can
is
heal?
yeah, absolutely. You guys basically had a chance to take 20 on this one, but it's good to clarify these things for whenever you guys end up using this in battle later on.
I don't understand how combat works really, but
No worries. Well, we haven't really had to deal with that just yet. So when we get to a full blown combat, whether it's this session or another session, I'll be sure to give a little tutorial at the start. But yeah, basically anything that says casting ability modifier for a cleric or a druid is always going to mean wisdom. If it's a bard or a sorcerer or a warlock, or a paladin, it's going to be charisma. Wizards is going to be the intelligence. I think wizards and artificers are the only intelligence casters in the game.
Oh, and since I have you in teaching mode, could you write the syntax for the way you're doing the rolls, like the last roll with dice mating that says 1d20 + 2? What's the actual full blown out
no
syntax?
spaces. So it's no spaces. I'll private message you. How about that?
Thank you.
Yeah, it looks like.
What's your player name? Or what's your name?
It's Aiden Marn.
How do I spell that?
Oh, he's got the parakeet. Is that parakeet?
All right, got it.
Cockatoo.
Cockatoo,
Honestly,
apologies.
that was more useful than anything else.
Topaz, what's up, homie?
Alrighty. So now that you all are patched up, you could, in theory, try to use those zip lines that you saw to cross over and get to that next tunnel over there. Or you could take a deep swim if you hold your breath.
Could I ask one clarification?
Sure.
I was trying to
you all
keep
are
track, and I
patched
had
up.
only 3 people injured.
Yes, that is true.
So we have 1 spell left between the 2 of us.
Now
Okay,
it's
so-
the short rest that you all are taking. We're gonna let you get those spell slots back during the short rest.
Okay. Thank you.
No worries. Usually they would come back during a long rest, but this is our first adventure together. We'll still learn some of the, well, in this case, the literal ropes and snares. So all's well. You all are back to full fighting form. All right.
Hold on. Well, does the short rest regain HP?
On a short rest, you all are first level characters with a single hit die. During a short rest, you can spend your hit die, roll it, and regain hit points equal to the number you roll plus your Constitution modifier.
Okay. I was a little like I didn't understand what they meant by you have a hit die. Like
Right.
I'm 2E, so I'm like your hit die, that's your hit points. Period.
Right. With basically because whenever you gain a level, you roll your hit die size based on your class, and you gain new hit points. Well,
Right.
in 5e, they decided that you would get to keep a number of dice equal to your character level, and whenever you take a short rest, you can spend those to patch yourself up.
Okay.
And then you regain spent hit dice when you take a long rest.
Gotcha.
Actually, rolling for hit points, I just took max.
Yeah, take
Well,
max.
oh yeah, first level you always take max. First level you always take max.
I mean, really, you should just always take max. Period. Like
I agree.
Fair point. Fair point.
I mean, seriously, like, I mean, the game is hard enough. Damn it! And like, and if you get a bunch of bad rolls in a row, then your character is fucked till the end.
Yeah, I had a wizard one time that had he was level 7.
A 1d4 is like I think they're 1d6 now, but they used to be 1d4. If you rolled a 1 on first level, like God.
Yeah,
help
yeah.
And having negative constitution? Hell yeah, bro.
Oh yeah. Yeah, if you were a magic user back in editions 1 through 3, a stiff wind and a pigeon feather could knock you down at first level.
That's right. That's what's up right there. That's how you do it.
Then you use all your spells and you're sitting there with a sling. Throwing rocks.
It's true.
Or a single dagger that once you throw it, it's gone.
Yeah. And then you get to level 20 and you're basically God. Like that was the trade-off for the wizard in early edition.
The game was all
spell. Yeah.
It was all role play. It was all role play. All role play. That's how you did it. All the way.
The dream of Gygax. The dream.
Yep. All right, let's get back into it.
Okay.
Yeah, how are you getting across this chasm?
Good question.
I think we're all across, correct?
Well, no, you got out of the trap, but now you've got to figure out a way to cross the chasm.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, let's not reinvent the wheel. We've already seen these guys cross it somehow. Granted, I'm sure they have an advantage from their experience doing it over and over again, but I'm sure we can see those guy wires there. We can see those lines. We just have to figure out a way of catching onto those lines and not falling and drowning into the pool below. So I'm an archer.
Okay.
Let's see if now it would be unfeasible and completely to tie a rope to an arrow. That's not going to work. Period.
A few people that can fly. They could literally carry a rope.
Yeah, right. We got flyers here.
That's absolutely true.
Yeah. Hey, so yeah, Selwyn asked one of the flyers if they could pretty please take one end of a rope, of the many ropes that we have, take it to the other side, and somehow secure it to a guy wire so that we could. Damn it! I did this in basic training a million years ago. And when you climb over a rope.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's always fun.
I'm familiar with that one. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So if there's a way we could do that, maybe a couple of ropes to make it sturdy, make it taut, and we can take I don't know what the vernacular is for this edition. Take a 20 on doing so and making sure that the ropes are secure.
I got no problem with you taking it
Luigi,
slow and safe, slow and easy.
I mean, as long as nothing comes. I mean, if a mob comes, we deal with it.
You love to see it.
But it seems like your pursuers have taken other paths. So it's a good plan, solid plan. Your flyers are able to maneuver the ropes across the chasm, and you all, through various flashbacks to your secondary and primary education, clamber hand over hand as you make your way across the precarious horizontal rope.
Okay.
When you get to the other side of the chasm, you can see the hallway narrow once again into a flight of stairs.
No, not stairs yet.
Oh, okay. I thought we were.
No, there's this.
I had skipped ahead. My apologies. All right. You see the strange series of dials next to a closed door. Now, when you can get close up to this thing, and the dials each have 4 letters on them, and there is a cryptic message. That message reads thusly. Here we go. Spelled front to back. It's a person's name or a protective guard for certain. Spelled back to front. It's what you do with a bow, a blank page, or a curtain.
Oh, cover. I have no idea.
5 letters.
4 letters.
It's a 4-letter word.
4-letter word.
Oh.
What was the puzzle again? I'm sorry.
No worries. Spelled front to back, it's a person's name or a protective guard. That's certain. Spelled back to front, it's what you do with a bow, a blank page.
What you been up to, Luigi?
Curtain.
How's everything going?
Backwards.
What does one do with a bow?
You draw a bow, but that's the backwards answer.
And what
I
happens?
say
Has
that
to be
out
4
loud.
letters.
I go ahead and I do it, and I
You do it backwards.
Oh, okay. So when attempts to perceive for traps, how do we do that?
That is a straight perception check.
Okay, so
20-sided die plus your perception bonus.
all right. So I know the answer. Please stand back.
I stand back.
And what is the answer?
You'll find out, DM. Yay! Do I
Nice.
perceive any traps?
And type out the answer.
Go ahead and type in the answer into the session log.
Oh.
Hells yeah.
Nice. All righty. That is correct. The door slides open, and now we come to the staircase. This incredibly long staircase, and just within the staircase corridor, there is another hidden clue, or rather, another clue. Not terribly well hidden. It's actually really plain to see there.
Hang on, I'm working on it. There you go.
Awesome. Now, this is definitely not a natural cave network. You've got chiseled stairs. And at the beginning of the bottom step, it reads, "It seems every second or third time I step away, fate is there, without a doubt, to trap my course."
Start scratching my head.
Anyone, you're welcome to puzzle it out.
Seems every third,
Discuss
second,
amongst
or third time I
yourselves.
step
If I were to
away,
take a guess, I would
fate is
assume
there,
that the first step
without
is
a doubt.
okay and that the fourth step is okay. But every second and third step.
I like the Monty Python logic here.
Is this a staircase going up or down?
It's going up.
Mm,
Is this a count to 4 and throw your partner down the stairs?
I mean, for two people to be fly up the stairs.
Now, this is a riddle, and these are each of the ascending steps is a single word engraved on the front face. So as you are looking up the stairs, you see it at the bottom, seems at the on the second step, every on the third step, and so on and so on and so forth.
I look at the puzzle and then I look at the flyers and it's just like, could you guys just put your weight on that shit and see maybe if they fall?
Okay. All right.
I will start jumping on the first step.
Nothing happens.
Oh, it's good, it's good! I'll climb up to the second step and start jumping.
That one falls. That one falls.
Nothing happens on the second step.
Oh, this one's good too!
Wait, what?
I think.
I'm gonna get to the third.
Okay. And a sheet of flame whooshes up from the step, obscuring anyone or anything on that step from view. You are now not able to be seen anymore. And you find yourself all of a sudden somewhere else.
Do I have chance to cast anything on him before?
It's what
Is
would
he
you like?
just gone?
Yeah, when the
How does it
flame
appear to the rest of us?
to the rest of you, it appears that there's this sheet of flame that utterly consumes him, and then when the flame dies down a second later, there's not a trace of him left.
I don't have a
Second
chance to
or
cast a
third time
spell
I
or
step
anything like
away.
that.
What did you want to cast?
Whatever my strongest healing spell is. let me look.
To be honest,
Cure wounds, probably.
that would require you to be physically next to him and touching him.
Okay, healing
So,
word then.
Yeah, you would have time to cast it.
120 feet. I don't know if I had time to cast it, but 120 foot range on that, which is why I took both.
Now you would have time to cast it, but when you try to cast it, would not be able to sense him anywhere as soon as that flame went up.
I just want him to know I tried.
That's appreciated. That's good teamwork. Good teamwork.
Is the sheet ongoing?
No, that sheet of flame disappears as soon as he does. Now, all right. Now, before anything else happens, I very much need. Who was the one jumping on the stairs?
That
I
was
sound like
me.
my parents. Okay. Could I please have you make a dexterity saving throw for me, please? There might be a chance for you to get out of this.
Hey, I got a 20.
Oh, natural 20. Okay. So, okay. You feel the world swirl around you, but you are able to throw yourself out of this portal you find yourself in. And as the rest of you look on, he seems to disappear and then all of a sudden pops back into existence and rolls down the steps, falling with his feet up and his head down, looking up at you from the ground.
Wow. Guys, I think that was like a ride.
Cool. Dang, cool. That's awesome.
So, you now know it's not the first or second step, but those third steps seem to be a real doozy.
I think I got teleported.
So
So
we
if you
have
get on the
What
first
stairs
step
are
and then
still
you skip
remaining?
2 steps each time, does that mean you're safe?
Well, only one way to find out.
What steps are still left? Which steps
Can
have
I
you
just
stepped
find
on
an
and which
attack?
are left?
Now the clues, you only tested out the first 3 steps. There's
Okay.
a lot of them. Based on what you've just done,
Yeah, I would let everybody make a perception roll.
yeah, everybody make a quick. All 6 of you make a perception roll for me. That's 1d20 plus your perception modifier. If you are not proficient with perception, just add your wisdom modifier. That is.
Am I able to make a Arcana check instead to kind of like get a good idea, about the trap, like because I'm thinking it's like a magical trap.
Yeah, you're welcome to.
Peter.
I mean,
Alrighty.
holy crap!
I'll do that after everyone's done doing their perception.
Could I disarm a magical trap with my thieves' tools?
You know, I think so. It would be a bit more difficult for you because it's magical rather than mechanical in nature, but yeah, I would say so.
Okay.
1d20
I'm gonna
plus
send Stella a private message to.
wisdom.
Yes, perception is wisdom.
I'm gonna ask before anybody does anything. I would like to just tap the first step 3 times with my foot.
Nothing happens.
Okay.
Same thing with the second. You would be very ill-advised to try that with the third again.
No. I tap the first step in particular 3 times.
Nothing happens.
Okay, that's all.
Alrighty.
A normal ore versus an exclusive ore.
What was the skill for disarming traps again?
That is going to be a thieves' tools check, which I believe if you are a rogue, you are proficient in. So you want to, I would say, roll a d20, add your proficiency bonus, and then add your dexterity bonus as well, because you're trying to do some fine-tune work here.
Oof.
Ew, it feels bad.
Your lockpick vanishes in a sheet of flame.
Yep. You are now lockpickless.
Ah,
Now, okay.
Hey, Sel, did you read what I sent you?
What? Huh? Oh, shoot.
I sent you something for your perception roll.
Okay, hold on a sec.
Honestly, I'm willing to go ahead and just what's the difficulty in trying to reach the 4th step from the bottom here?
All right. Let's see here.
On the door
Going
is
over
an
your rolls right
recorder.
quick.
Beginning at the bottom of the step and reading up, the words say,
And Selwyn, you realize that the clue itself was a puzzle. If you read every third word of the clue, it
I already
says,
sent that to him in private.
never mind. So you have
But
figured out that.
no, go ahead with it. Yeah.
Yeah. So Selwyn, if you want to share what you have learned, go right on ahead.
Stalwarts. Perhaps this may seem strange, but I think we're supposed to read every third step. So, reading that, it would seem that we have a message here going thusly. Every third step, there, doubt.
You're off.
Oh, I'm off.
Step is
A
I
trap.
can't count. Come on. Let's do this. Okay. On to every 1, 2, 3 third, 1, 2, 3 step, 1, 2, 3 there, 1, 2, 3 doubt.
I think that's where you were before.
Of course.
Every
It's-
third step is a trap.
That's the one.
Ah, okay. All right. There we go. All right.
So as
I
long as
relate
you don't,
this to me.
as long as you don't step on as long as you avoid every third step, you will be perfectly safe.
That's an assumption that I'm making in relating to the others.
Mm-hmm.
I will screw up my courage and attempt to prove my theory right.
Stepping on every third step.
Avoiding every third
No.
So you successfully managed to get to the top of the stairs,
Hot damn.
and in fact, you find a small room at the top of the stairs with a metal door on the far wall.
Okay. At this point, I'll re-attempt stealth and perception.
Okay, roll me both of those. Then type out which one you're doing first. Very good stealth. Very good stealth. Now for your perception. Very good.
Oh,
Okay. You are quiet as a mouse, but you are so focused on being quiet, you're not really scanning the place very well. You see the big metal door, and you see that there's several wooden plaques on the walls to either side of the door that have some weapons mounted on them, but that's about all you
Okay.
see.
I remain quiet because my comrades are still at the bottom and there are enemies about.
That's
Okay.
my perception check.
Oh my goodness gracious!
What's he rolling perception for? We're not up there.
No, anyone and everyone is welcome to now that they can see that the path is safe. They're welcome to follow them up there and look around themselves.
I'll fly up there.
Yes, our flyers can completely bypass all this.
Well, it's hard to design dungeons for flyers.
It's
but,
true.
But yeah, I'm gonna hop. Assuming it's safe to hop and it's take 20. I will pass
yeah.
to the other side.
No trouble at all. You all find that same metal door, and you see several wooden plaques that we mentioned earlier. And we have a post of exactly what you can see right here in the session log. There's a pair of sangam, which is a type of short wooden pointed weapon.
Hmm.
And on this plaque it says, "Pa's hand weapons, gut stickers." Second wooden plaque is on a metal has a metal gauntlet on it, a right hand with spikes around each knuckle, and written underneath that gauntlet it says, "Pa's gauntlet, fist of pain." And then on the wall across from the other two plaques is a longer one that holds a falchion, which is a long curved, like almost a pirate version of a scimitar, if you will, although less curvy. And underneath this falchion, the inscription reads, Pa's sword, Islet's laughter.
I go up to the one that says Islet's laughter.
All right.
I examine it.
It's a very nice falchion. It's a good quality weapon.
So I have a scimitar.
I would say you would be able to use this falchion. It's very similar in size and make. Yeah, and you can tell that this is real good quality. This is a good quality sword weapon. Do you touch the falchion?
I look at everyone and invite opinions before I.
Does anyone have detect magic?
I do not.
Nope.
If no one has any other,
I didn't learn that one for today.
okay. Greed
I
overtakes
could
me.
just cast identify on it.
Ooh,
Does that do anything?
I actually have identified prepared.
Identify would tell you if an item is magic and some of the basic properties it has. Yes.
Then I will attempt to cast identify on the falchion.
All right. Now this is going to cost you. You because it's identify. Identify is a special kind of spell called a ritual spell. You can cast it in an instant by spending a spell slot, or you can spend 10 minutes to do a slow, drawn-out ritual casting that does not use up your spell slots.
Well, is anybody here in a hurry? You think I
I'm
should?
not at all. Not even a
Okay.
little bit.
And then I'll take the 10 minutes to do the ritual version of the spell.
Okay,
I can save the in case we need heal.
sounds like a plan. Good resource management.
I'll probably just be annoying and it's like, I'm bored. How long is this gonna take?
Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
Yeah.
Are we there yet? I like it. All right. So, tracing a circle around the item and holding your holy symbol over it, you pray to your deity, and over the course of several, for the more impatient members of your party, excruciatingly long minutes, whispers come into your mind. The falchion is a +1 magical weapon, and it has an odd cosmetic enchantment. Anybody who holds the falchion's hilt can hear the sound of ocean waves breaking upon a beach. It's very soothing.
Okay, well, I tell everybody about the ocean waves, and I let them know that this is, in fact, a very good weapon.
All right.
So I reach out and grab it.
You instantly hear the soothing sounds of the waves breaking upon the beach, and even perhaps the cry of a seagull.
Beautiful.
As I said, it's very soothing. Just a way to unwind and de-stress before having to slice people apart. Okay. Now, does anybody want to try the door?
None of us thought of that.
I'll perk up. There's a door?
Yeah, it's big old metal door. Yes, it's on the far wall.
I'll try the door.
All right. Okay then. Let's see here. All right. It's solid metal. It is locked.
Damn.
Now you no
Oh,
longer have
no.
you no longer have your thieves' picking tools. But if you try to open the door, all of a sudden, this great booming voice says, "Not without the password, you don't. What's the password?"
Password.
And it's a magic mouth.
Now,
1, 2, 3, 4.
now it's anybody. You all are familiar enough with magic, given your innate abilities, that it's plain to see this is a magic mouth enchantment. This is an automated message. Anyone trying to open the door will be told, "Not without the password. You don't. What's the password?" And you will have to figure out the password or try to break through the door, which
right.
again
You
is
know
made
what?
out of solid metal.
You know, I talked to them out. They said, "Yeah, well, what's the password?"
You just
Well,
you are
I'm gonna
you are
try.
simply game. Okay.
I think I'm gonna try gut stickers as the password.
I step away from the door.
Nothing happens when you say gut stickers.
Okay. Oh, that was my shot.
What if I make seagull noises?
I know what it is.
I would like to hear it.
So he stands up with his hands on his hips,
All right.
very straight and proud, very, very uppity. And he says, "Pilot's laughter."
Nothing happens, and there is, but you do hear that magic mouth almost make that intake of breath as if, oh, so close.
Damn.
It's a saucy magic mouth.
Password. I relate this information to the others. Think.
Okay.
I'm gonna look inside the magic mouth. I'm gonna fly up to it.
It stays silent unless someone utters an attempted password or tries to touch the doorknob.
Pause gauntlet. And then if it opens its mouth, I'm gonna try to look inside.
Oh.
Utter silence.
Aww.
What about touching the falchion to it?
I'm
Not
willing to
without the
try that.
password, you don't. What's the password?
So
I know what it is. I know what it
We've already
is.
tried Inlet's laughter.
No. I know what it is. Listen, everyone. Let's laugh. Start laughing.
There is a slight sound of wah wah.
Aw.
It's not just password, is it?
Nope.
Look
Oh,
at
'cause
password is
word.
let's laughter. Let us laughter. Password is let's laughter. So somewhere in there is the password.
It's not let's laughter, but you're on the right track.
Very, very close.
So close.
Let's slaughter.
As soon as you utter it, the door opens.
Aw, that was a dumb password.
Works for me.
I don't
Alright,
get it.
By the way, I'm loving that first edition art. I have that book, and that never ceases to amaze.
Yes. What is that? DMG? 20 DMG? I can't remember where that came from.
I do believe that this is first edition AD&D. I think that actually might be the player's guide, the player's handbook.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. They've
I
all
don't know
got.
those books, and I don't remember that.
Oh
But
man.
probably.
This is the room that the door opens into.
Oh, while you're pausing there, I was wondering if I could make a correction. I was looking at the spells that Ballinger has, and I realized that I assigned one spell that he only gets from the college, which technically he doesn't have yet. I was wondering if I could switch that spell out for another spell, or should I
Since you,
just rock with it?
since you haven't used it yet, I'd be okay with that, so long as it's another spell that the feat that the initiate feat allows. if so long as that's okay with the other dungeon master as well.
Yeah, I'm good.
I was going to switch it to command since that's a domain spell for him.
That works fine.
Damn, that's ethics, man. Respect.
All righty.
I figured we were going to a college, so I remember I learned to comprehend language, thinking, well, that should be useful in the college. And now I look at it, I say, oh, that's the one he gets for joining the college.
No worries. No
I'm
worries.
using the spells that I got from joining the college because I thought that was
We
covered
hand-wave
under the
that.
hand wave.
It is.
I thought
it is
they
covered
hand
under the
waved that if like you were already very good at magic, and that's how you got invited in the first place.
Yes.
So I've just
But
been
if he
using.
wants to switch to
that.
something more useful in this situation,
Sure.
that's cool too.
Yeah, I'm totally fine with that.
Yeah.
Oh, if that was the situation, I'd just keep the comprehend language ones, because I mean that was the original decision on my part. If it's okay.
Sure. Yeah. Whichever you prefer.
Okay.
All right. So once you open the door, there's just a couple of paces of this 20-foot high archway, and then there's a 30-foot by 40-foot room. 25
We're
foot high.
entering from the right. Is that
Yep.
correct?
You're entering from the
Okay.
right and coming into the left. Mhm.
Okay.
You got 4 columns going from floor to ceiling near the middle of the room, and the entire chamber is carved. This is not a naturally occurring cavern. This is a painstakingly polished and smooth
wall.
chamber. This is the sort of thing you might find at a high-ranking noble's reception hall or personal home. There's also a mirror mounted against the far wall, and 4 skeletons, each grasping a short sword, surround it. Letters are carved into the wall above the mirror, but it's too far away from me for you all to make out. If you want to read it, you'll have to get a little closer.
Send my rat.
All right.
And we're not going to send him straight across the middle. We're going to send him around the edge. To the north, around the edge, in front of the 2 skeletons, and then in front of the mirror. What does it say?
The letters carved above the mirror read Tyriani Sporitios.
What does it mean?
What does that read backwards?
It's backwards. It is indecipherable. It means nothing backwards.
All right, just checking.
Make a perception check, everyone.
I cast guidance on myself.
All right.
Hey!
Woo.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow, these are some nice cracks.
Okay, I will handle the clue.
Gotcha. Passing the baton.
No. You keep. Like I'm privately.
What
sending
about
it to the
mirrored
person
upside
that
down in Draconic?
Notice
Radio.
something.
Yeah, I forgot. I had
Mirrored
guidance.
upside down in Draconic.
Darn. Next time.
Yo, LCG, what's
I
going
watched
on,
a
buddy?
bunch of videos, and every one of them was like, "Yeah, super good, super fucking good." Cantrip, take it.
Mirrored upside down.
But that's
Okay.
why I took guidance.
Further, anyone gazing
That's the
into the
super
mirror
helpful thing
sees
that you
an exact
notice.
reflection of the room, except that the
That is
room
not-
in the mirror shows a
not
pile of
super
loose
helpful.
coin, gems,
I'll
and
just
several
announce
weapons.
it. I'll just announce it to everyone. This is something that I don't feel like I would have necessarily even mentioned.
Oh, you like it? Hell yeah, man.
But I point at the skeletons and I'm like, should they have eyes? They don't have eyes. They have no
written on a
eyes.
tablet was a joke.
They're
Oh,
skeletons.
That was kind of what I was thinking. But
Now that it reminded me that I have cantrips, I like to cast light on my mace. Since I'm not carrying a lot.
All right.
Well, hold on. I have a question about the description now.
Transport us.
The
Bam.
place where the skulls are smooth, where the eye sockets should be. Is that like a? You guys remember the old Goonies movie, where the boy flips over One-Eyed Willie's eye
Never
patch and he
watched.
finds that One-Eyed Willie was just born with one eye. He
Never
never
watched
had
the
the other
Goonies.
eye. Is that how these skeletons or skulls are? Like they just have no eyes and it's smooth, or
Here's the thing.
maybe. I relayed all the information that I was given about the subject to you. The
Another
skeletons have
old
no
guy
eyes.
like me.
No eyes.
Yeah, these
no eye
guys
sockets?
are a bit older than me, I
This
think.
is the information as written to me in a direct message from a
Like all
dungeon
these
master.
guys play like 2E, 3,
Now,
Pretty sure Schaefer said
first
it.
edition.
Yeah, no, he said transport us. He
Yes,
figured
he
it
did.
out. We're good.
yes, he did.
Okay.
So, if
Like
the
the no
command word
eyes
is
is the clue.
spoken, if the command word is spoken within 15 feet of the mirror, then the mirror, which has a very different reflection
What's new,
than
LCG?
the room you're in,
It's been a while.
darkens to an inky black and acts, well, anyone want to try?
We break
Yeah.
the mirror?
No. When he said transport us, the mirror turned inky black, and if you were to stick your finger or hand against it, it would just move right through it. It's a dark portal.
I fly in.
You go
I follow.
into the mirror, and you come out a similar mirror in a room filled with treasure.
Can I like poke my head out and pretend that I'm dying?
All right. Now this is going to require a deception check,
Okay.
and everybody else is going to need to make some insight checks to see if they buy your act.
Players, right? Like we know he's dying. Or he's not dying.
Oh.
But if you followed him to the other side, you would know he's not dying.
Okay.
If you have not yet gone
All right.
through the portal,
No, I get it.
I stick my head out and peer at him quizzically. We're going to need some help carrying this out.
Well, I'm more concerned about Zephyr, you know? I mean,
Oh, we're dying. Oh no! Don't listen to him. Don't
he's
come
dying.
in.
I'm gonna run over to him and commit CPR on him.
well, the character of Peter is completely taken in by Zephyr's performance and is going to begin to try and perform CPR.
My hand is probably about the size of Zephyr, I figured, so I should have a pretty good chance at this.
Now use one-handed chest compressions. Okay, I think the
I was completely taken in.
only
I shrink back into the blackness.
oh
They took
all right.
him.
Only our druid, Mr. Rogers, actually can figure out that this is Zephyr, pulling the old con of the three-legged dog.
For a druid with mild charisma, like I am pretty decent at like telling bullshit from not.
Oh yeah, plus I mean, like you said, what happened? you're good with gambling.
Minor
You know how
illusion
to call a
for
bluff.
coughing up blood. I
guess
wish
with
I
a
had
natural
minor
one,
illusion.
I'd probably try to heal him.
Good idea.
That you do.
Ask if
That's
you
what I
do
mean.
more
Get in on the
performance.
CPR action.
Since you're
That's spell
playing
slot.
again, want me to ask my GM if you can
He just came in kind of like black ink or something. He's choking.
join Saturdays?
I'm just gonna sit in a corner and read a book.
All right. So while
Saturdays?
our cleric
I guess
is frantically trying to
did-
heal the playing possum fairy, anybody else want to go through the portal?
Yes.
Okay.
it depends what
Wow,
time.
what a good roll. I healed him 11 points.
Nice.
Oh wow, you saved me.
Aragon will save you more.
Ah! Don't squish me.
Now, by the way, if whoever goes through the mirror into the treasure room, there's literally heaps of coins and gems, and 6 very large tomes stacked in one of the corners, and occasionally a weapon here and there.
By the giant campaign in Faerun. Oh. What time?
I have a feeling it's all fake. That's what I feel as a player. I don't know how to express that.
Oh, you're right. You're right. It feels like a trick.
It feels like this whole thing's been like a setup. We were basically told as much.
Is the portal...
I just kind of have my arms crossed and just shake my head and ignore the gold.
Imagine the portal is still open.
Noon is. Okay.
If it's still open, then I'm going to attempt to step through it just
Noon
to
EST.
make sure that he's okay. With even with the spell. I mean, with the cure wound spell. I'm not looking at the treasure. I'm looking at him.
Oh. 2 p.m. I don't know if that works for me on Saturdays because I work Saturdays. I have my wizardry stuff going on.
I'm just completely taken in with his act.
Now, after you've all entered the room now, with the cleric completely convinced that the pixie is dying on him, that utter focus on the patient, something starts to happen. All those heaps of coins and gems on the odd weapon, they start moving. They start getting dragged across the floor of the treasure room, counterclockwise, almost as if you see this massive whirlpool just churning and condensing the gems and the gold into this massive geyser, this pillar of treasure. Now that pillar continues to undulate and writhe.
Sounds good, bud.
And begin
Gonna
to
listen,
form 4
but
legs,
going back to work. Hey, sounds good.
Wings.
Hope you enjoy,
head,
bud.
Until you have a literal dragon made out of treasure.
I stopped reading with a book and draw my bow.
Now this
thank you
is
for the
where we roll
99.
initiative.
Yes.
All right, now this is combat. 5e combat works thusly. I do enjoy the word thusly. All of you need to make a dexterity check. Roll a 20-sided die and add your dexterity score. Go ahead and pop that into the session chat, please.
When you say score, do you mean the score or the modifier?
The modifier. I apologize. The modifier. I will do this. I will also do this for the treasure dragon, or coin dragon, I should say.
Is it a dex saving throw or a dex check?
It's just a check, not a saving throw. So there's no proficiency added to this. It's just the d20 roll plus the dexterity modifier.
Gotcha. Okay, perfect. Damn. Ugh.
I have angered the dice mod.
Yes.
But I paid my rent. There we go. Alrighty. So we've got 6 for Yoel, 8 for Peter, 20 for Mr. Rogers. And Selwyn has 13, and we have 6 for. Make sure I pronounce this name properly here. We have 6 for Balangar. Okay, so now that we've rolled initiative, the highest goes first, and that is to say the highest in number. And I'll go ahead and arrange that. So that's going to mean we're going to see our druid go first, since he's got a 20 in there. Just shifting this around. Okay, after our druid will be Selwyn.
This is Arms of Hadar,
After
dude.
Selwyn, looks like will be Peter. After Peter will be Zephyr. And Balangar and Yolan will tie. What are your dexterity scores, Balangar and Yoel?
A 9.
15.
Okay, so Yoel has 15. So Yoel has the higher dexterity with the tie, so Yoel will go first. And
Damage
the
increased by
dragon
1d6 for each slot.
rolled a 12, so he will go right after Selwyn. All right, so Druid Rogers, John, you up?
I take the opportunity to monologue for just a half a second. Say I am so sick of this shit. I know this is I know this is fucking hazing. I know this is bullshit. I'm done with you motherfuckers. How do I determine exactly what my hit is? I know the spell that I would like to use, and I'm using a damage spell.
Okay, so this is what's the spell you're using?
Guiding Bolt.
Okay, this is that you want to make an attack roll. Your spell. What you want to roll a d20?
I'm looking
Add
at the spell right now. Yeah.
Add your proficiency bonus and your wisdom bonus to that attack. That's your attack. That's what you're going to roll right now to see if you hit.
The plus wisdom?
Plus wisdom modifier and plus dexterity and plus proficiency modifier.
Okay. So that's +5 on a d20.
Very nice.
I'm sure that's correct. At least on my end.
That is correct. Dim bones, dim dry bones.
Okay.
Or
Why
rather,
dragon?
dim
It's a
gold,
gem
dim
dragon.
gold.
So +5, right?
Yep, +5. Very nice. The guiding bolt hits.
So I get, I believe I get proficiency on my next attack.
Well,
I don't
actually,
know if I have. I don't know if I have a next attack.
So what's going to
I
happen?
only have a, like I was studying healing spells, so I don't know
What guiding bolt does? Guiding bolt
Mhm.
is basically a holy laser beam. You are going to be doing a sizable amount of radiant damage in just a second here, and the light, the glow, is going to stick to the target, so that the next person to make an attack has advantage on the attack, guided by the holy light. Thus,
Ooh,
the name
also,
Guiding Bolt.
LCG, I joined a
Radiant.
Starfinder group on.
Oh yes, radiant damage.
For,
So
Wednesdays.
now I roll 46 for damage.
Double checking. Yes, 4d6 radiant damage. Absolutely.
Damn.
I did
see-
min-max a little bit, guys. I'm sorry. And not only that, I played with these DMs before. I wasn't going to say it, but
What's
like
that,
even
Starfinder?
my languages, like
it's
they
like
love
it's
the
like Pathfinder,
Fae.
but Starfinder.
So,
You're in
It's true.
space.
It's true.
you both love the goddamn Fae.
We really do.
It's like a D&D
And not
in
only that,
space.
like I suppose I should probably have told this to the Pixie in character, but yeah, I do. I speak Sylvan. 46, bam.
18
Solid fucking
damage.
dice. Solid dice.
Okay. All
There's
right,
no bonuses to that. There's no attack
No.
bonuses. I don't think.
No, with most spells, once you get into first level spell territory,
Yeah.
even first level spells that deal damage will generally deal multiple dice of damage, so you don't
That's
get
got
to
the
add
new,
any
Star
modifiers to the
Pathfinder
damage
2E.
there. Whereas
Wants
when
to
you
play it
use
now?
weapons,
Ooh.
you get to add ability modifiers
How
to
is
damage.
2E Pathfinder?
So
Because that's only a single die.
In Sylvan, I shout, and only the pixie, at least as far as I know, can understand it. I say,
no,
get a
Sully
load,
knows. So
get a
I know
load of
Sylvan.
this. All right, so 2 of you understand it. Get a load of this shit. And then I blast him with a relatively decent amount of damage. Next up.
Okay.
Like 5E, but better.
Next up is Selwyn.
already having had his swords drawn, a true son of Corlon who delights in battle, he strikes at the foe before him.
All right.
Let's see.
What you striking with?
Well, I apologize. I don't know if Rangers get 2-weapon fighting in this edition or not.
Fighting styles are something you choose, I believe, at second level for Ranger, but you
Gotcha.
can. But if you are wielding in your offhand, because you got your main hand, you're doing your main attack with. If you've got a light weapon, like a short sword, for example, in your offhand, you can try to make a bonus action swipe after an attack.
Okay.
The only downside is you do not get to add any bonuses to the damage if you hit with that offhand strike, but you can still
Okay.
absolutely do a double hander right now.
Okay. Are there penalties to either attack roll?
No,
Okay.
no,
So
no penalties to either attack roll. That's more of a Pathfinder thing
Gotcha. Okay.
and a
All right.
and a 3.5 D&D thing.
On hand, rapier +5. Okay, so let's do it. 1d20.
Ooh, this seems pretty good. Firebolt.
Hey! Take that.
Wait, you're getting a +5 to hit it?
Sacred Flame is OP for clerics.
I thought it was just your
have-
proficiency bonus.
Well, no, it's whenever you use a weapon, if you're proficient with it, you add your proficiency bonus.
I'm playing.
If it's a melee weapon, you add your strength bonus to the attack. But a rapier is a finesse weapon, so you can substitute your dexterity bonus for your strength.
Yeah, okay, roger that.
Cantrip is hit or miss based on whiz save.
So how do we do damage? Is it just the base weapon is 1d8 in this game?
Right. So here's the thing. What you want to do now that you've hit, you roll that 1d8. And did you go with your dexterity for your attack bonus or your strength?
I guess in this
I'm
one,
playing
dexterity.
a sorcerer.
That's what I added +5.
Excellent.
It's like
Then you
the
keep with the same
psionic
ability
sorcerer.
score that you used for the attack. You take that bonus and add it to the damage. So roll the die and add your dexterity bonus to it.
No shit. Okay. Damn.
Yep.
Here we go.
Yeah, this game, the characters in 5th edition are basically meant to be legendary heroes, almost from the get-go.
I think psionics is
So
so
in 3.5, you had to take a feat to use your
Psionics is the
Oh,
most
shoot,
banned
sorry.
type.
dex to hit.
I'm about to say, I didn't know we
Oh,
had
for
an
real?
88 side die. That'd be a hell of a die.
Oh, no. Sorry. Apologies.
It's okay.
How do I do that?
So that's it. Damn,
I know in
I didn't know you could do
3.5
that on an 8-sided
psionics
die.
is
Take the
pretty crazy.
55.
It's wacky.
Take the win.
That's a lot of damage.
There we go.
Okay, let's take a gander here. Okay. All right. Very good. 8 damage. All
Level
right.
10, you can
recording that as
solo
well.
kill ECL 15
Okay.
creatures.
And how do we
That's
do
crazy.
the offhand attack?
Now you make it. What's your offhand weapon? A dagger? Or a
It's
short
a short sword.
Oh, okay. You do the exact same attack roll that you did for the rapier, because I believe short sword's also a finesse weapon. So d20 plus 5 for the attack.
After level 7 or 8 with pre or
Yeah, that'll
proper
hit.
build, you can solo bosses.
Okay.
Dang.
Now, I believe a short sword is a 6-sided die.
Yes.
Now, because this is offhand, you don't add any bonuses, because
Okay.
this is effectively using your less dominant hand to just make a quick flick at the target. So just roll that
Yeah, that
6-sided
makes
die.
sense. Everything's like psychic damage. Unless if it's like
Woo!
inanimate, I'm guessing
Yeah,
psychic doesn't
you maxed out.
affect
Very
it.
nicely done. Very
But
nicely
I could
done
be
indeed.
wrong.
Okay, it is now the coin dragon's turn. Now, the various damages that the coin dragon has taken. The blazing light has hit. The rapier and short sword have slashed. It is still made of coins, so it has been resistant to damage. Now, if resistant means it's been taking half damage. Now, it's still taking a decent amount. You guys have really winnowed down its hit points already, even with that. But narratively, you see like your sword is flicking some coins out, but it's still standing. It is now the coin dragon's turn.
Let's do this.
All right. The coin dragon is going to let loose a spray of
bludgeoning it?
coins and gems from its
Ooh.
mouth.
We're
It's literally
basically
going to
all
vomit up
wizards
some of
and
its own
such.
bodily essence
We got one
to just
cleric.
propel you with rocket launched
druid.
coins and gemstones.
Uh,
Okay, so this is going to be. if
I guess
read
we have
this
a
right,
ranger.
You guys are all standing in front of this thing. It's a 20-foot cone. So I think it is able to catch just about all of you. Everybody needs to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Any negatives for being flat-footed or whatever my situation is?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, Peter. Ooh.
Oof.
And you'll. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very nice. I think we got one more.
I gotta check what my dex is. 1 second.
No worries.
4 spells then?
Looks like I'm the only one with a negative dex. Good.
Now, by the way,
I
what's
have
happening right
Arms
now?
of Hadar, Dissonant
When you have a
Whispers,
big area
Mind
attack like a
Sliver,
breath weapon or a
Featherfall,
fireball going off, you
Earth
can make a
Tremor,
dexterity
and
saving throw, and if you win
Entangle.
the saving throw, if you meet or beat the difficulty of the threat, whether it's a trap or in this case a dragon's breath, you take half damage if you meet or beat the difficulty. If you're under the
No racial
difficulty,
spells?
you'll take the full, as they say, the full nugget.
Um,
In this case, the full gold nugget.
What does
This
Pixie
is
get? I
this is the
forgot.
ultimate revenge on Scrooge McDuck. Gold, gold, shit! Oh, that gold was just going at the speed of a 99 at a 9mm. Oh,
And 9
okay.
hits pretty hard.
All right, so I'm gonna roll the damage here. If your dexterity save
We're still
was
level 1.
under
We
14.
just started the adventure today.
Oh, yeah, I am.
If it was under 14, you take the full damage. If it was over 14, you'll take. If it's 14 or over, you take half.
I
So
don't get
that
meta magic
is-
until level 3.
Just so that we're clear on what's going to be happening here. Okay, wait, that's +2. Okay, +2. Wait, go back. Okay. 10. All right,
Yeah.
so if you made 14 or above, you only take 5 damage. 5 piercing damage as these things just start. Again, this is basically rail gunning stuff at you. If you made under, you'll take the full 10.
Holy crap.
All right, I have 1 HP.
Hey.
So who's that?
I am already dying.
Ooh, was Was that Yol? All right, Yol, you will be able to experiment with us the death save mechanic soon. All right, and that's the dragon's turn. Peter, you're up.
Okay, that hurt.
Damn, someone's dying already.
Looking at what I've got, I got my first level spell, Shield of Faith, which can be done in a bonus action.
Yeah, we
this
haven't
time.
even had chance
So
to
I'm
buy
gonna
anything.
cast that upon
so,
myself, grant
like-
myself 2 additional AC.
Okay.
We just met at a tavern and
Shimmering
went on an adventure.
Holy light coalesces
So,
around you.
I could look into that.
What is
Acid
the
flasks.
symbol of your deity?
Oh, brother, you got the Boros Legion symbol going on there. You know.
All right, that you are basically now a giant neon rager logo symbol for the Legion.
Yeah, you can
Looks red
buy our
and green.
keyboards at every Best Buy now. You got the red and white color scheme. It's all good.
Flashing in neon.
Yeah, I love it. And
So that's your
being-
bonus action. You
yeah,
still
being
have
as
an
my bonus action, I'm able to make an attack. I would assume then with my actual action.
Absolutely.
Okay, whipping out my battle axe, going straight into for this boy.
Go for it. Lay waste.
24.
Damn.
That'll hit. Now roll your damage. As I recall, a battle axe is 1d8.
1d8 slash.
Now, are you using this one-handed or two-handed?
I'm using it one-handed. I got a
Mhm.
shield in my other hand.
Excellent. Okay, so 1d8, and then add your strength bonus to that damage roll.
Oh, pitiful.
But you know, every bit helps. Every bit helps. Okay, so marking that down.
I hate things made out of gold.
Rarely will an adventurer say that. Okay, Zephyr, you're up.
Let's see. I'm looking at a spell here.
Hmm.
Oh, god damn it. Let's see. I want to cast Earth Tremor on it.
Ooh. All right. You want it to shake, rattle, and roll a little bit there.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Earth Tremor. That would be from Xanathar's Guide, correct?
I think so.
Excellent. All right. That's what I love about having the hard copies on hand. Okay, Earth Tremor. Excellent. Now, this is not a targeted spell in the sense of only affecting the one creature.
Yeah. It's a
Alright.
range of 10 feet area, and if I can, I'll try to not hit like my allies, but
All right.
yeah.
Now, it is going to be every creature within 10 feet of you except yourself, including your allies. So if you want to use your move to try and position yourself, because this is a good sized room. If you were to try and maneuver around, you could probably go behind,
Okay.
and that could give you a bit of a. I would say that would let you avoid catching your friends in this effect.
yeah, I'll do that then.
Awesome. Now, because this is not a targeted attack, the dragon's got to make a saving throw.
Yeah.
So, what is your spell save DC?
13.
Excellent. Okay. Let me double check to see what the dragon's dexterity modifier is. Oh, nothing. So this is a straight. This is a. It's gonna hurt. Okay. So here we go. Just rolling a direct 1d20. Yep, that didn't work. So roll me 1d6 bludgeoning damage, please. And then that earth tremor is going to knock this sucker prone. He's going to be flat on his golden ass.
All right, 3 damage.
Okay, excellent. So you've done him a bit of damage, and you have now knocked him prone. Here's the funny thing about being knocked prone, and it's happened to me more times than I care to count in Dungeons and Dragons. When someone is prone, they can't dodge out of the way very well. Anybody who makes a melee strike on a prone character has advantage on the attack roll. They roll
Hey, I
twice,
did it,
keep the high
boys.
roll. So Nicely played. Now, Yol, are you down to 0 hit points already?
I'm at -1.
Ooh, okay. Here's a fun little mechanic in 5th edition called the death saving throw. I want you to roll a 20-sided die for me, just a straight 20-sided die. Excellent, excellent. Now, in a death save, as long as you were able to roll a 10 or better on a 20-sided die roll, that's a success on a death save. If you are able to make 3 of those successes, you are stable, you're not bleeding out, you will live. If you fail 3 of those, we roll you a new character. No, I'm kidding. But if you were to roll a natural 20 on a death save, that counts as 2 successes. Roll a natural 1, that counts as 2 failures. Just so you know. All right, so I'm marking down that you've got 1 save. All right. Ballangar, it's your turn.
If I cast a cantrip, can I still attack?
Take a look at the casting time on the cantrip you want to cast.
A second.
Because if the cantrip is a bonus action casting, then you'll be able to also make an attack with your action. If the cantrip is a full action casting time, that'll be your action for the turn. You can still move, because you can always move before or after your action. But attacking after a cantrip requires the cantrip being a bonus action.
Okay.
Well, we knocked him down.
1 action, so it's a full action.
Okay, what's the cantrip you were thinking of?
I was going to do spare the dying.
Oh,
if I'm gonna lose an action anyway, then I might as well just do a healing word, and
okay, that'll work too. Now here's so healing word's a bonus action. So yeah, you'll be able to cast healing word by using one of your spell slots, and then you could use your action to attack if you like.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Let me find it. I can't read it at the moment. 2, 9. So it's 1d4 plus spellcast. Okay.
Yep. So plus your wisdom bonus. And at first level, that might be enough to actually restore Zephyr to near full, Yol to near full hit points.
Gosh, thanks.
Teamwork.
Just think you're
makes the
gonna
dream
die
work.
because I can't type.
My hand grips the book tightly. I'm not going to give this up.
The final page has been written and sealed.
Just clicking on the wrong thing. Oh, only 3.
But you know, even healing a single hit point is enough to not only make Yol conscious again, but no longer needing to make any death saves. Now you still have your action.
Do I wake up buried in gold or what?
Yeah, you wake up with, as the healing occurs, bits of gem and coin are getting popped out of your wounds, but you still have a light dusting, if you will, of gold coin and gem still stuck in your skin.
So I'd like to attack with my mace.
Go on ahead. Now this is going to be a melee attack, so you're going to want to roll a 20-sided die, add your proficiency bonus, and add your strength bonus.
That sucked.
All right. The dragon is able to undulate its coin-like
Oof,
mass and
feels bad.
coils to avoid your strike.
And to hit.
No worries, but you
Oh,
saved your teammate's life.
He should have advantage, right?
Oh, that's right, because this is the first strike since the guiding bolt. All
Yep.
right, yeah. Go ahead and roll that again for
And
me.
he's also on the ground.
That's right, he's prone. So okay, so roll that again for me, and we'll keep the high roll.
Hey, I'm paying attention.
Thank you for reminding me. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
So that guiding bolt I cast, that's for everyone?
Well, actually, he's getting advantage now because the target's prone. The first person to hit after the guiding bolt is the only one that gets that advantage.
Oh, I did worse this time.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm afraid it still wiggled.
I was too focused on healing.
And you know what? You saved a party member's life. Nothing wrong with that. All right, so now we're back to the top of the
Thank
initiative
you.
order.
So everyone is at least alive?
Everybody's alive and conscious.
I think I'm gonna go for. I can cast the same spell twice, correct?
Absolutely. You can spend your spell slots on any combination of spells.
Since everyone's alive, I would have healed you if someone else didn't. I swear to God. And actually, hold on. Like healing word is a bonus action.
It's a bonus action, but here's the thing with spells. If you cast a spell with a spell slot as a bonus action, the only other magic you can use would be a cantrip. So you could, like you could do what Balangard did and use a healing word as a bonus action, then attack physically, or it could use healing word and try to use a cantrip.
I would like to healing word. Well, hold on. Let me double check something. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna cast guiding bolt again. Try to end this quickly. No one's in immediate danger of dying, so.
All right. So roll that attack.
So it's 1d20 plus my spell attack.
Yep, 1d20 plus your spell attack bonus.
Does 5 sound right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think anyone in this group has ever played 5e except me. Or I guess except like
That'll
the
hit.
DMs have.
Yeah, it will.
Roll them damage bones.
All right, what do you guys think? Arms of a Hadar
And that was
or
46.
Mind Sliver?
Correct.
Psychic versus Necrotic.
All right.
Or Fireboltle.
And as the blazing light rips into the prone dragon figure, he just dissolves into
Be like
piles
half
of
damage.
coins and gems. And combat is over. You have not only found the treasure, you have beaten the treasure.
Well, that damages the treasure. I don't like that at all.
Well, melted gold is still gold.
Oh yeah, now you gotta go through the whole refinement and minting, and you gotta get licenses for that. And oh jeez, man.
I'm gonna go pick the gold pieces out of the injured party members. Like, let me get you look damaged. Let me get that for you.
I
And, like,
dig
really-
myself out of the avalanche of gold.
Ah! All right. Now, you're free to recover any of the gems and gold that you like. The 4 tomes that were in the back are completely blank. But you're free to use the blank tomes as you like for spell books in the future, for journals, for drawing maps with your cartography tools and such. But here's the basic rundown of the treasure that you find.
Or a coloring book.
You find a light mace, 2 masterwork daggers, a scimitar. You will find 16 gemstones, each with varying values. I can break that down for you in a moment here. 300 gold pieces, 550 silver pieces, and 2,000 copper pieces. And there is a longsword named Horde Master. Now that's Horde Master.
Not WHORED.
Nope. That is an entirely different sword and set of double entendres.
I like
I
that.
appreciate the explanation. Thank you.
No worries. I know that sometimes the microphone doesn't catch the dentalized D's, so I wanted to be sure I was clear.
You mean it's not mine? Fuck.
Sorry. All right.
I want to pick up one of the daggers.
Okay.
Yeah, dagger.
So I already have a +1 Falchion. If no one else could benefit from the whatever the scimitar is. You did say, Robert and or Kurt, that a Falchion is equivalent in this game to a
Yeah, a falchion
Scimitar.
mechanically is the same thing as a scimitar.
okay. So if it's not better than +1, anyone else can keep that if it's an upgrade for him.
And anything you want to take, you can also sell. I mean, even if you don't decide to keep it, trade it in. Maybe give it to the medieval equivalent of an auto body class, so they can learn how to make and mend weapons. The equivalent of taking your old CPU down to the local public high school, so that the STEM classes can have a little practice working on whatever it is inside computers.
As far as the weapons go, my character will stand down until everyone else makes a choice.
A longsword doesn't count as a finesse weapon, right?
Nope.
No. A longsword is what's called a versatile weapon, which means you can use it one-handed and use a shield, or you can, if you don't have a shield, you can use both hands to give yourself a little extra punch. Like battle axes and longswords, if you wield them two-handed, you actually use a bigger damage die than normal.
I can just use one of the daggers, I think.
That works great. Oh, and by the way, let's see here. Yes. All right. So, any other? And again, you can divide up the coins and the gems as much as you like. Kurt and I'd be happy to give you a full rundown of the exact value of each of the gems, because each one's got a slightly different value. Yeah. So, what do y'all think about your first combat in 5e?
Hey, hope you're doing well. Papersmith,
almost
I
hello.
enjoyed it.
Yeah, doing well here.
I thought you guys did a fantastic job overall, frankly.
Yes.
I was very, very happy.
Yeah.
I've also played with both of these dungeon masters, and I had a great, great time every single time.
Yes.
Oh, shucks.
Yeah, it was a fun time.
Yeah. Good preparation. The first few adventures were always rocky,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And I love the imaginative aspect, you know, because all these additions, they're mechanical, you know what I mean? Like, you have to be on board, you have to do this and that. And I remember when I first got into this thing, you know, at like 11 or something like that, and you talked your way through it. And you know what? You guys deliver. This is some shit. It really is. I love it. Now,
Well, you've
it's
accomplished something that my previous two dungeon masters were unsuccessful with. I've only
yeah,
played D&D twice before our tabletop, and both times my character died within the first 30 minutes of play.
Oh goodness.
So this is a first to
Hey.
survive.
yeah, no.
YouTuber
good
has
DMing
some night
requires
clothes. Hey,
finesse,
thanks, man.
and I appreciate that, fellas. I really do.
I appreciate it.
Thank
Thanks.
you. We appreciate that.
We're pretty
And-
much done our
and
session here.
It's I know that Kurt and Casper
How you
heard me
doing
say
today?
this before, but there's a quote from 1776, the musical, that always makes me think about Dungeons and Dragons, especially DMing. It's new nations are like bastard children, half compromised and half improvised.
No.
And-
This was listen though. This game is inherently mechanical.
Mhm.
So at some point,
Mm.
we need to
Mm.
find a platform that can place our characters on the map. Be able to
See,
do
I
a lot of
disagree with that.
movement and things like
I
that.
I do not want to play anything other than Theater of the Mind. First of all, I don't want to have a laptop open, but I don't think I played one game with each of the two DMs.
Okay.
I don't think they're gonna go for that.
Okay. So
Uh,
if we decide on that, then we need to, we need to stay in. I'm in. Fuck, this is awesome. I love this. I love staying away from POTM because it's kind of toxic. My ex is on there. She's
Oh.
bitch still on there, and
Ooh,
it is what it is. Whatever.
It really be like that.
Yeah, it really be like that.
I'm
So-
glad you all had a great experience tonight. And Kurt, you are
Good.
the
You just
master
randomly appeared in my
of
recommended.
prep and lore here. And this
So
is,
I don't really
I-
know what's going on, but I'm just hanging out.
I could not have done
Oh.
anything of this without all the help you gave me in that one. That's
So
my digital hats off to you there, Kurt.
in probably
This-
like
this
2 or
was a
3
great
minutes, I'll
adventure
let
that-
you know
that
what's
you- that you
actually
put
going
together,
on.
Kurt.
Yep, respect. This is awesome. It's really good. I love the art. I love the time and the focus you guys spent on this. I'll send you money for reals. This is good. Thank you. I'm down.
Yeah, so far I'm having a lot of fun.
And very distinct characters you all have. Very distinct personalities. That's really fun.
Thanks very much for a fun evening.
Oh, you're welcome. Oh, by the way, that sword with a name, one parting gift, if you will, but before we end for the night. It's a long sword that's a +1 magic weapon. You get a +1 to attack and bonuses. The hilt resembles a dragon's head, and well, you know that coin dragon that you fought? The sword made that. Whoever places the sword with some treasure can retrieve it without activating the coin dragon, but anyone else that comes near the treasure, the sword will automatically create a coin dragon to protect itself and the treasure it's been placed with.
Someone has no interest in coin.
And if you're holding the sword, you can detect coins anywhere around you on command once between long rests.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
It'll automatically point you toward the largest collections of coin within 60 feet of you.
Yeah,
You
what kind of
know
studies
when
are you
your
doing,
friends are
Papersmith?
lying about being able to pay their bill at the bar.
Yep. It'll tell you when your friends are trying to stiff you at the bar.
I would never do that.
Never.
I probably might sometimes, but. So,
Wink, wink.
does anyone have the a proficiency in longsword? Like they should probably take that.
Yeah, it's any one of you that has martial weapons proficiency will be able to use a longsword proficiently. And with that, I actually have to teach a class tomorrow, so I should probably go and hit the hay. But Kurt, I had a lot of fun tag team DMing with you tonight, and I hope we can keep this going for a bit.
Alrighty.
Can I ask, because I'm sure I missed a lot in our initial introductions. If we could maybe post one or two sentences on our characters, so we know their names and
Grad school?
they are
Ooh.
perhaps. And I'll
Sounds
do
good.
that myself tomorrow.
Maybe we
Yeah,
could
I
get
think
like a
that's
new
good.
channel for that.
I was gonna put it on the general chat.
That's fair.
If that was okay.
Yeah,
No,
then
no.
we can always pin those so that they can be easily found whenever.
A new channel
Is there
because
ways to do it?
players
Oh.
might come and go.
That's true.
Yeah. So a channel that's less noisy, just one channel where you could pick people out. That's a good idea. Good idea.
Yeah,
So I mentioned
so far
before,
we're
like we
playing
should all
Dungeons
have
and Dragons here.
our own channels, and I still think that's a good idea. I'll talk to Alps, and I can definitely get that set.
Have you played with these guys
So
before, or is this a new group?
Alrighty.
This.
Well, you guys have a great night. Take care.
Good
Bye
night.
Thanks,
bye.
everybody.
I'm down to hang out for a bit if you guys want to talk about the session.
I'm here.
I'm here.
I'm gonna probably head to bed here.
Yep.
I
No,
think I should
no
also
worries.
retire. Oh, have a good night.
Have a good one, guys.
Later.
Take care.
Thanks.
Alrighty. So I've played with these guys on a video game. If you know what Neverwinter Nights is, Neverwinter Nights, and some of us played on like a role playing server, so that's kind of where I know those guys from. But yeah, we're playing 5e D&D. It's a Strixhaven campaign. And I think it's based in the Magic universe, kind of. And it's like tied in with Dungeons and Dragons. So far it's pretty cool. How's your grad stuff going on? Yeah, on Wednesdays we also have a Starfinder game that I'm playing through, so we'll see how that goes. It sounded like you weren't really feeling it, but I see you've been one for 3 hours, so you may have been wiped. Yeah, just giving people time to speak, or let them do their thing. There's like 8 people talking, so it's you never want to be the person always talking. You know, yeah, you never want to be that guy who's like, who always wants the attention, is always talking. It's cool. A lot of work, but hopefully it'll be worth it. Okay. I see you. Yeah, hopefully everyone who's been watching, if you are on Twitch, definitely check out my YouTube channel. We do D&D stuff there as well. We have other campaigns going on. I also DM a 3rd edition 3.5 D&D on, I think we're doing Sundays now. It's kind of all over. FYI, I never got an alert about you going live on YouTube. Yeah, YouTube's kind of weird like that. Yeah. YouTube's weird. I think tomorrow I might make a YouTube video. Well, yeah, we'll see. No one ever plays 4th or 3rd or 5th. Yeah, I don't know anyone who's ever played 4th. Only heard stories. I think 4th has a reputation to has its own reputation, and I think people tend to have a very negative opinion to it. So, and it's more difficult to find books on it as well. LCG plays 5e. Okay. Just don't stream it. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, they're definitely doing things with this whole like D&D thing. For E was short-lived. Yeah, it didn't last very long. Or I mean, when did it come out? Like 2010 or something? And then 5e came out in 2016, maybe? My boyfriend is into VTubers. I'm kind of new to it. Did you design yours? Yeah, sorta. You know, I had a hand in it of you know, picking kind of what I wanted with my character and how I want it to look for trash. Yeah. Ori lasted for 1 week. Hey, thank you for the polymorph. Appreciate it. Oh. Ugh. Oh, hi guys. Slime Heidelin here. So yeah. God dang it, Sahar. You did it this time. I can't believe you. Oh, also, look at me. I can change my faces now. Oh, wait a minute, wait. Cute face? Oh wait. Here, I'm Angie. Angie. Or, we got, blushies? No blushies? And why did you change me? Oh, kawaii. Sohar, why did you change me? And, let me, what else do we got here? I'm not cute. I'm gonna cook you, no! Don't cook me. You wouldn't do that to me, right? Don't cook me. Like, look at this face. You wouldn't cook a face like this, would you? I'll watch this. Yeah. What do we got going on tomorrow? You don't seem cool. Meh. What do you know? I'm cool. Meh. I'll get you, Sahar. You add seasoning? You guys are being meanies. You really would cook me like that? I can't believe you guys. Cook, not cool. They like Jello. They never come all ready to eat. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I'm not cute. I'm also not edible. I'll probably melt in your your dumb mouth. Yeah, maybe I'll be the one to cook you. Is that your little hair on the top there? No, that's just I'm a little slime. Oh, Sahar. I'm actually playing a goblin in Starfinder. I'm a space goblin. It's really fun. Boop boop boop. So lately we've been playing a lot of Harry Potter or Legacy, Hogwarts Legacy. So far that's been a lot of fun. It's the brain bubbles up there. You're not a space goblin, you're a marshmallow slime. Aw. I want to play a goblin, Bedoy, Bobadier in Pathfinder. Oh. Do it up, man. It'll be fun. Jekyll and Hyde style. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, the Bombardier. Bombardier? The it's like the bomb thrower guy. Kind of like an alchemist, right? Are you good at accents? What kind of accent do you want to hear? It depends, I guess. He drinks self-made potions to get mutated effects. Mmm. Yeah, I know about that one. I've been playing Pathfinder Wrath of Righteous as well. So I kind of know what you're talking about. Yeah, what kind of accents do you want to hear? Southern? Then Australian. Hmm. Southern? I can't even think of what Southern sounds like. Um. I'm blanking. I'm straight up blanking. What does a Southerner sound like? Into Exalted? Oh. All right, let's see. Southern as in American South? Yeah. Give me a second. I'll try to. 1 second. Um. Hmm. Let's see. I, okay, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I could do, Hillbilly. I can do this. Hey there, y'all wanna... I don't know. Y'all. Nah, it's like more... He's a buddy guy, pal guy. Yeah. Hey, what's going on, guy? What's going on, buddy? Australian. Oh my god. How am I mind blanking on... Let's see. I could probably do Australian. Right? Wait. It's like Texan? I feel like I've just not heard the accent for so long. Steve Irwin? Oh my god, wait. Oh yeah, true. Alright, let me practice it really fast so, like, I'm actually... Okay, okay. Let's see. Wow, would you have a look over there? That there over there. Fuck, I don't know. That there is a crocodile. Crocky. Nah, I don't know. Fuck, I'm terrible at Australian accent. Kind of like Texan add British slang. That makes sense. I've not practiced my any Australian for a long time, you know. Honestly, I don't actually do accents all that often. Yeah, literally got roasted. I'm out here burning up in the sun. You have a really nice normal voice. Definitely ASMR worthy. Oh, is that so? Well, I appreciate it. Thanks. I could probably do like Indian kind of, like the East Indian. What are you doing? Pretty sure a lot of people can do this one. What are you doing? Here, buddy, help me get up this hill. No, I don't know. Yeah, it's mediocre. It's mediocre. But this ASMR thing, you know, maybe I give that a try. Am I gonna have like a spoonful of girls like coming to my channel? They'll be like, "Oh my god, it's an ASMR guy." Yeah. I give my buddy shite since he is New Zealand. Oh. Posted it an image in the general chat. Okay, okay. This was made for my D&D group based on the fight we had. Oh hell yeah, man. That looks sick. It's got like you guys are all naked. Like a bath scene or something. Not bad, not bad. But anyways, I think I am gonna be heading to bed here. I've got I'm gonna try to wake up at a normal time tomorrow. Hopefully. We just got to an inn after 3 weeks of travel and fighting. Oh. What's D&D without a wiener episode? Yeah. Yeah, it wouldn't be D&D without a beach episode or a hot tub episode. Then the trolls attacked at the end. Yeah, appreciate you hanging out. Hopefully see you around a bit more, and we'll see if we're streaming tomorrow. I haven't been streaming that often lately because I mean last week I was sick, and then last couple days I've been just doing a lot of YouTube stuff. Just been keeping busy, and then on top of that, now we're playing in a couple campaigns. My noble is obsessed with bathing. We need to take a bath at every moment. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, a wonderful night, wherever you guys are. And we'll see you guys around. All right. All right, guys. Oh, also, I have feet. I have feet now. All right, guys. Nighty night. The Twitch guys. I'm gonna send you guys off to someone. I think we're going to let's raid Baku. Yeah, we haven't raided that guy for a while. Bakusan RPG. See you guys. Bye bye. Matane. Ohayou gozaimasu. Ohayou gozaimasu? No, that's for good morning. I don't know what. Konbanwa? I forget my Japanese. Bye bye.